Easy Foo's life.
Okay, there we go. Happy Foo's happy life. How dare you? I love you. Okay.
What?
He always says that out loud. I'm like, it sounds terrible. But anyway, actually, Flandy, I need your start on a pop.
Fuzzy, I may have to bounce for like a minute or two. My food should be on its
That
way,
is
of course,
totally fine.
given the timing. So
No
don't
worries.
mind me.
No worries,
How
man.
fucking dare you? Contactless delivery.
Yeah, you're good.
So no shit. There we were the last time on the thing. These things happened, and Foo's gonna tell us what they were.
There we go. All right. Last time, you guys were basically preparing for the fight that would be a very nice, hefty payday for you, but also a problem in the area. You had a moment of commune in which Kodrono found out that the gibbering horror and the gibbering beholder ball seemed to be working together. But that being said, you guys knew you had to kind of continue on, and thankfully, you guys, the previous session rolled well both times, so you didn't have any fights to worry about. You were able to go in fresh, and you ventured through the cave, which was wonderful that you guys had all the wax. Because as I was explaining before, if you didn't, the voices were so loud that they were traveling and echoing through the cave tunnels, and you guys would have had to have been rolling the whole way up to them if you did not have any defenses against them. So awesome job on the group. But as you guys are starting to get into the fight, there is a proximity problem where if you're very, very close to them, the wax can only do so much. You're going to hear a little bit. But anyway, you guys managed to find the opening of the cave, which along the way you were able to find bones of humanoids and monsters that were all like strangely very, very clean. Almost as though an ooze or something sort of sucked every bit of nutrients that could. But bones from many, many ages, some that were newer and fresher and some that were very, very old, lined the whole cave tunnel that you guys were coming down. But you immediately started the fight after that with a lot of buffs going out, some haste, some blesses. Ryland finally got to use his brand new candle, and with wax in everybody's ears, which thankfully the medicine man Kodrono kind of made sure everyone had it in real good for those who didn't roll very well. But you guys rushed in, and upon doing so, the gibbering horror fell behind the Thunder Bros who ran up in the beginning in the front. The gibbering ball / beholder and the gibbering horror have been fighting you guys ever since. The gibbering horror has pretty much been locked down and only been trying to like move into people because that's all he could do because he can't take actions or reactions at the moment.
As a champ Irene.
Which is a wonderful thing for you guys. The status effects that everyone should be aware of at the moment is Treebender is asleep. He was hit with the sleep ray and is still unconscious. It's one of those, it's not a save or suck kind of thing, so it's not something that he can save out of. Someone needs to wake him up if that's something they want to do. Both Ryland and Valen are inside the gibbering ball at the moment. They are currently restrained, suffocating, and blind. But towards the very end, Ryland was able to get off the good touch and handed off all of his lay on hands into Valen, which pumped him back up to 63 hit points. But I believe that's all the really, really important things. Kodrono, you are actually grappled at the moment because you got stuck in that gooey ground that was around him. But you just need to make a strength save to get out. So, and that'll be if you want to move, because it's not like you're just grappled. You can do actions, bonus actions. That's fine. It's just if you want to move to keep that in mind. Also, just to remind everyone, there's magical lights and stuff going on. So the cone that's on the screen, which I'm going to drag you to now because I realized you guys can't see nothing. Okay. The cone that's on the screen is the anti-magic zone that you're able to see because of the magical lights that are there. You're seeing just like the absence of light there, and that's how you can tell where it is. And the lightning wall is actually the wall of frost, right? It was ice. There's okay.
It's a wall of ice, correct?
Ice. Good. Okay. Because I was like, we were talking about stone last night. There's wall of light and stuff, so I'm just making sure I got it right.
There's ice. Yeah, it's from his staff. He likes that.
Yeah, I'll just make a share because I don't want to fuck them up. All right. So with all that,
Fooz,
yes.
I take back everything I said about being cool. this background noise. See, it was different when I was on my laptop,
Oh,
and I didn't get the full array of fuck up.
Mm,
But this is it's different.
it's choice. Right? I think it really sets the mood. What do you think?
Welcome back to the pro leagues, woman.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
oh my goodness. Yeah, it's
I was
like I
like,
said,
wait,
if
this
you're
doesn't
deeply
sound.
disturbed,
Oh,
you are deeply disturbed. You do not need to be in there. I just, and obviously know that you will not be hearing that sound forever. It's just for this fight, so don't.
It's great. I love how terrifying it is, but at the same time, like when you were talking and doing your recap, that's why I was making like 50 faces because I was just like, wait a minute, what is it? Yo,
Oh,
this sound different.
it's a different sound, but well, we stopped at the very top of the initiative order. So that means as we're getting started, oh boy, the boy flopped. I don't know how that happened. Treebender is the first person on the initiative order. However, as I mentioned before, he is asleep, so he unfortunately loses his whole turn, and that brings us back to Valifar, who's up next in this initiative order, who just got bumped into by Nirja, who got a little confused on her last turn, but she bumped into you. It seems to have kind of snapped out of it a little bit, but you have the gibbering horror in front of you, which actually you're starting within 5 feet for the first time, right?
Yep, I gotta make a save.
Yes, I need your wisdom saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
Please shake him good, please.
Where is my thing here?
Yes.
Good. It's normal with save. All right.
Ooh, okay. Roll me a D8, please.
Okay.
He's rolling stuff.
Yeah, because he started next to the
no.
horror.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. Unfortunately, as Nirja runs into you and you're like, what the heck? You go to look back and the sounds, you've just been there for too long. And it's hard to block it out because if you hear voices, you want to focus on it. So that was sort of the wisdom save. And unfortunately, you let it listen, or you let it in just a little too much. And with a 4, you just stand there kind of listening for your whole turn. So unfortunately, you end your turn there having done nothing. I'm very, very, very sorry. I love you very much. That's the end of your turn, Booba. I'm so sorry. So that being said, Valifar, as you're kind of snapping out of it, and Nirja is also kind of snapping out of it as well. You have that ice wall that's in front of you, but this cave is enormous, and you can still hear kind of like the jabbering echoing throughout the walls a little bit. But as you're kind of like coming back to and very, very frustrated at the moment, Kodrono, Nirja, Irene, and Valifar, as I mentioned, because the other 3 are either unconscious or in a gibbering ball, start to see something kind of familiar. A sort of beetle that glows very brightly in gold starts circling at the ceiling of the cave here. And as it starts, you start to see what looks like a column of gold that you've seen before and you have been transported this way before starts to appear. But it flickers, weakened, and struggling in this space. But as it starts to come down, you see as a familiar, very pale-haired woman and a blue lion show up not too far away from you.
Oh shit! Yes.
I wanted to ask so badly last night, but I didn't want to spoil it by asking.
Yep. Let me bring her on.
You got a double feature. This is amazing.
Oh my god!
You guys got her back. Here she is, all the way down there.
Shit.
Nice.
New icon?
Yeah,
That is a new.
we made a new icon for her.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Yes, as soon as she
Yeah.
comes in, I will.
I wanted to ask so badly last time. I was like, nope, don't do it.
No,
Don't do
she
it.
got the
Thought
same
about it, but I was like, nah, that's a lot to
same
ask.
initiative as
No way.
Valifar, but I was like, I'm gonna let him have his turn, and then after that, we'll see what happens. And yeah, it was it works out even better because now she's like, I mean, everyone's a help, but It's super helpful now.
I'm gonna let him have his turn, but I'm gonna paralyze him from talking.
Look, he could have stayed.
Yeah, what about that? I didn't have a turn at all, but that's okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
You got to think
Are
about
you?
having a turn. That's what matters.
Why would I not? Like, I'm not trying to.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
It's a nice turn you have there. It'd be ashamed if I
something
made you
will
First
unconscious
one,
for it.
never mind.
So far, it's your turn. You thought.
Turn denied.
Just FYI, I don't know.
I know.
if you-
We're swapping soon, so I was gonna fix it, but the time it would take, I was like, I'll do it later. Yeah, she's struggling with meat at the moment, so
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah, she should be.
I'm so excited.
I know, yeah. Yay!
Coming
But
back.
I just can't hide it.
It sounds like the gibbering horror is very excited to meet her too.
Yeah, he is. He's different so loud. That's why he.
Now we have
That hurt
two
you. That's her.
rogues.
Yeah, that's definitely her.
This is
I'll
gonna
get with
be
the meter.
great.
Yeah.
Ooh, Maya, no. No, I got out of that. I got out of that for a reason. I didn't even tell you today. No. No.
You know, you might need a reminder, so here I am.
When I
got
found it,
you.
I was like, "There's no way Vogley is going to sit in this
Oh.
and listen to it." I knew in advance. Was like, no. Like, there's absolutely no way that's.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Nah, no, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna swap to the next thing, just to be prepared, and she should be in soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't remember her being a drow. Is she a drow?
She's not. We were talking about that. We're like,
Okay.
you're looking a lot like a drow lately, but she's not.
No, she's a fallen Ismir.
That's enough.
Yeah, she's
Welcome
Oh my God, the
back.
ghost!
What up?
What
Hello!
What's up,
Hey!
Hey,
It's my moon!
welcome to the shit show.
It's my moon!
What's Frandy?
It's my moon.
See my moon. I'm
Moon.
the sunshine.
Aw.
Sunshine. That's true.
yeah.
Everybody has cool backgrounds. I just have that.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Irene is ecstatic to have her blue sister back.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Glad to be back.
Oh my God. So, it is the start of your turn, Duvessa, as you are, I'm assuming, logging into Roll20. So you have a little bit of time.
Bullets. Oh, did I say that loud?
You're kind of stumbling into the scene. Your teleport down was
Am I stumbling into a fight, Foos?
yeah, you're stumbling into a fight.
Oh,
Teleport
God.
down was not very smooth, unfortunately. So you coming in, I will need a dexterity saving throw from you.
God damn it.
Just to check.
Better not eat her.
All of the shit is
Better
loaded.
not eat her.
I'm leaving. This is
That's very rude. I don't like that.
No, what kind of fucking entrance is this? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Well, plenty of snacks to keep me happy, so it's what it's all about.
Well,
Have a
my
snack,
are
nothing
currently
that I-
snacks, so you know,
Oh,
if you could kill
God,
this
yep.
thing, it'd be appreciated.
Yep.
Yes.
So, if Foos was running Legacy, would you have had to roll a save to avoid getting electrocuted by your own lightning when you teleported in?
No, her
Valid
own,
question.
no, not her own lightning. Like, as I was explaining,
so much
the
death.
teleport was like sputtering to get her in. It was not a good, healthy teleport. So this is just to see her landing and also,
Reminding me again what I'm doing. Dexterity saving throw.
yes, dexterity saving throw.
Exactly.
Are you sure she isn't a cube to the left there?
You whispered that to me, but that is fine.
Okay.
As you, I don't know if you see yourself. You're at the bottom right of the screen at the moment.
I see nothing. Everything's loading. I just clicked on it.
Okay.
About like 10 seconds ago.
All right, no rush, no rush.
Everything's slow. I don't know why. I'm
But
connected though. I'm like literally in my landline. Let me double check that.
that's fine.
Yep. I'm connected. I don't understand.
If you're first coming up to a map, there's usually a lot of shit for it to load. So
It's very
fine.
glitchy right
Oh,
now.
yeah, do not
I
worry.
don't even see the full map.
The
Roll 20
turn-
is always ass on the weekends.
Sweet. I have a 27 though. That's pretty dope.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna actually adjust that on your sheet before I get it or get too much fuss with it.
Pressed it. I don't know why it didn't come up. I'll press it again just because I
Oh
feel
no,
like
no, it's fine. You're good. Because at the top of your sheet, it had 2 GM. Because when I was updating your shit, I was making sure that was accurate.
I know. I remember.
Yeah. So I didn't have to, accidentally fucking push the buttons or whatever. But Irene, you're probably the only one with a good view of this because for the others, you saw the pillar, but the ice wall was in the way for kind of the landing aspect of it. But you saw her kind of vague silhouette coming down through the golden pillar with the golden nails flying around them. And then, like, as she gets probably like 20 feet off the ground, it seems to just cut out. And you see Duvessa like, oh shit, like trying to land. And thankfully she does, almost like 3-point landing kind of style. And her lion dexterity seems to land just fine as well. But it was almost a bad time, but she's a dexterous woman, so she managed to land fine.
I can't see my own roll. I honestly don't know what I rolled.
Yeah, I can't see it
I haven't
either.
loaded anything.
You're good. No, yeah, she GM whispered it. That's why I was like,
Oh, okay. Wait, that didn't even show up literally up until right now.
yeah.
Like you just loaded like 2 GM. You got a 12. I got a 12, guys.
You're all set.
You did it!
I took off your 2 GM, so you're
Yeah. No, I knew what you were saying, but for some reason, like it just wasn't loading at all, like the actual number.
yeah. And as she comes down, Irene, give me a quick perception check for what you can see, because you're the only one with a clear view based on your angle.
I think after seeing Valifar get dizzy and like Nearja get confused, Irene's like, "Fucking, I just wanted you to kill him." And she looks and she's like, "Oh shit." So let me see. You wanted perception?
Perception.
Let me get.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the perception now. Oh,
Oh no!
Yeah.
here we go.
You're real happy your friend is back.
Oh man, let's go. Can I do a perception roll? Someone asked me.
Yeah.
Oh my gracious.
You're very happy she's back.
Wait, you have blue. Is that you? That's all you get. Like,
Pretty much. So
back, guys.
Duvessa, I know it's kind of intimidating as you just came back and
She's like this. She's like, I'm here, bitches. No, I'm kidding.
don't let it touch you. It's gross. Wait, do you have wax? Oh no.
and you can see this gibbering ball in front of you, not too far away from
Yeah.
you. You can actually
We're
see
bailing.
the
All right.
ground underneath him kind of wavering, almost like a pool, as if it was liquid, but it's solid ground, strangely enough. But within the center of this gibbering ball, you actually start to see some movement from the inside. And it doesn't look like it's simply moving in that way, but rather that there seems to be some people inside, is pretty much all you can get. But you have this thing right in front of you, not too far, an ice wall that's further off. That's what that lightning
Okay.
shows. This
Nice.
I hit the fucking arrow and then
Yeah, I see it now.
that one. Yeah, that is a wall of ice. So anything
Okay.
beyond that, you have a little bit of trouble seeing. You can kind of make out Irene from that angle, but as you pop in, Zawadi besides you looks to you and then looks at the ball, and then you hear in your head as he speaks to you telepathically, "Let's finish this for them." And he seems to be trying to take a step forward to attack.
Okay. I'm trying to open Novanian's sheet because nothing's loading. I've been trying since I logged in.
Okay, don't worry. We can do Duvessa's first, and then hopefully that'll load in the background.
Okay, but like, what if I get advantage to shit because Novanian's there? You know, like I forgot his shit.
Novanian's your deity. He's Zawadi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just testing you. So,
If he's moving up with you, if you're both attacking in melee, then you absolutely get advantage.
oh, sweet. Okay.
So like,
Definitely meleeing, but I'm trying to see if I should use a bonus action to use my midnight tears or not, or like some kind of other poison.
that's entirely up to you.
But I'm trying to click on it, but nothing is working.
It's okay.
Sorry, I need to read. I'm sorry, guys. All of the
All
time.
right.
All of the time.
We all have that issue.
Yes, that's why I was like, I know it's kind of intimidating because it's like, welcome back. You're in a fight. Your turn. Go.
Okay. Oh, it's cool. Trial by fire. It's all good.
It is.
And doesn't it usually happen with the people who like log in last or log in the latest?
I don't know.
I found that if I mess with my sheet before it's fully loaded, it gives me a lot of issues.
Eh.
Oh yeah, I usually have to like hit roll 20, leave it alone, and then
Yeah.
open things. Yeah.
Let it do
Yeah.
its thing, figure
Yeah.
itself
Just
out.
let it catch up, and then go.
Yep.
Do I have a second to like see everything? Like, aside from what I saw immediately in front of me, like, do I see anybody struggling or anything crazy going on? Is there a way that I can?
The more or less, unfortunately, that's what you see. The struggling that you see, that you can kind of make out, is again like the movement inside the gibbering ball.
Surely she's got to see some antlers sticking out that damn thing. Come on.
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately
Oh
not.
no.
Dennis, what are you doing?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Stop fooling around, Dennis.
Never.
Never.
You're
So,
in a gibbering ball.
I honestly
Goes
forgot how
back
this
up.
works. I know I have advantage, but I'm rolling to see if my attack hits, and then after that, you're rolling damage.
Exactly.
Um,
So you can move forward on the map because Zawadi's stepping up. So if you would like, you can kind of step up right next to him. And then you can click your weapon. Hold on 1 second. As
Probably
I'm
gonna use give and take.
Are you using give or are you using take?
Which one does more damage? Take. Trying to read. Take, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure take does.
Yep.
Expend a charge. That creature takes 2d6 necrotic damage. Oh, but they're undead, aren't they? They're not gonna.
You are unsure, but
They don't look very lively.
it actually strangely does. Considering what you are aware, that it doesn't seem undead.
Hmm.
It just
I'm sorry. One
okay.
second. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
No, I guess I'll just use my my rapier then for now. What does more damage? Piercing or slashing? I don't know.
Well, the 2d6 is more damage than the other one.
Please don't
Okay.
pierce.
Your police are
Yeah,
piercing.
sorry, I was looking from outdated.
Caleb and Rylan make eye contact, like we'll be okay, and then Rylan just stabs her. It's like
And I'm assuming this does not obviously count as sneak attack because they probably saw me poured in.
No, it does because your Zawadi is up there with you, so he's another he's a threatening target. I forgot what it's called, but if you have another friend who's up there, then you get
Like an ally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Good Brad. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my rapier and I am going to slash at this thing that
You're using your rapier, not your give or take.
I'm gonna use my rapier instead just because it does 1d8 plus 5 instead of the d6.
The give and take does the extra 2d6 though, so you're rolling 3d6 on top of your sneak attack damage.
Oh, I don't remember reading that. Let me try that.
Well,
again.
that's if you expend the charge if you want to.
This is confusing. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
It made sense when I was reading it all week, but now that I'm in it,
Now that I'm here.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, but I only have 10 charges, right?
Yeah, but they come back overnight.
Yeah, but that's ass. We usually go through a lot before we can rest.
That's up to you. You know your friends are in danger and you're running in here. What would?
Yeah, clearly. But it's only one charge when I'm using it?
Yes, if you use it, if you do one pulse of damage, it's one charge.
So, still a little confusing. I don't know why. So it does the regular damage plus
2d6 plus
2d6. Okay. Yeah, that's where I did it. Sorry. I know you said it, but it's still like.
It's all right.
And I'm assuming that's when I use take. Okay, so I guess I'll just use take instead. And I'm clicking on give and take, right? The
Yeah,
little.
Exactly. So make sure you have advantage checked. You do. So go ahead and hit give and take.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. This is a pain in the butt.
No, you take your time.
But
You're
if
gonna
you're
be-
done-
It's been like forever,
You're
so
scraping
it's fine.
off the
You got it.
rust.
You rolled a 1 and a 2.
Don't worry about it.
So sorry.
It's not like we're in a good position anyway, so it's all right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you're going up, you see it moving from the inside, and you actually do watch as one of Ryland's antlers pokes out the side, and it surprises the shit out of you. So your swing goes a little bit wide, and you see it kind of like bend to try and dodge your swipe a little bit. You still have a bonus action if there's anything you want to do with that. But Zawadi can also make his attack with advantage because.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I was bonus actioning the. What is it called? Midnight Tears.
Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
you
sorry.
missed, so it's still prime.
Yeah, it didn't.
We'll say that you did that with your bonus action.
Mark.
On by.
All right, the next person can go. I guess. Well, I gotta see if I can load fucking Nobanian.
Zawadi, yeah.
Oh, Zawadi. I don't know why I always say Nobanian. I remember Zawadi in the past, but not anymore.
I know, right? Yeah, he has gaming in the background, so that's why every now and then.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah.
He can't hear us. This
So-
is
You can't hear it.
Thank you,
That's
though.
maybe like
I'll let him know when he has hit.
No, but tell him I said hi.
I will.
God.
Once I can have his attention and he's not afraid by my presence. Because if I even go near him, he's like, because he's in the middle of a battle. So yeah,
Go into it.
there's also that. Sorry, this is not loading at all.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for you for now?
I'm trying to see what I want to do in regards to attack for Zawadi.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to load Zawadi, so I know what I want to do with.
Yeah, get the right name.
He attacks with 1 bite and 1 claw. So when it
I know,
loads,
but-
what was that?
Nothing.
And he can bonus action teleport.
Teleportage.
Was that a burp?
Yes.
Okay.
I noticed that if once I
Yeah.
finally got it open, if I actually let it load on its own window, for some reason it actually loaded. But when it's in like separately, it makes no sense.
All right, whatever works.
Okay, so where are we right now? Blah blah blah. Do, do, do. Some people look lonely though.
Don't worry, we have enough to buy you back.
I guess so. He's going to.
No, come back, hurry up.
Does he have advantage because I'm next to him too, or is it?
Tactics. He has advantage, and he can bite and claw at once each.
Okay, so he could do the multi attack with bite and claw. Do I just press bite and claw?
You sure do.
Gas mask, I have a gas mask.
Right.
All right, both hit. So click and roll for damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Woot woot.
You should be able to click the actual words bite and claw in the chat. So when you mouse over where it says like 17, 18.
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
That's right. Sorry.
No, it's okay. There you go. And one more. All right, 20 points all together. So, while seeing a glimpse of your friend kind of threw you off while he was inside of this fucking creature, Zawadi just seemed to have been all about business. Just seems to kind of walk up and get both his bite and his claw off, and you actually see him kind of pull off some of the flesh that was attached to this thing. But he still has his bonus action to teleport, and if you want, you can port away with it if you'd like, obviously. But it's up to you. That's
Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, I don't want him to go far, so I still kind of have advantage. He'll just bonus action a little behind me.
I mean, he can bring you too.
Oh, okay. So then I'll do that.
Okay, so the two of you kind of poured a little bit away.
Mhm.
Sounds good. All right, so that was your first turn. Welcome back.
Yeah.
That brings us to Kodrono, who just kind of watched a little bit of the spectacle.
Corduroids.
Kodroid.
Wow.
Man, here we are.
You're gonna
This is everything I dreamed it would be.
ungrapple out.
Okay, so strength save.
You're good at those.
Yep, no
Fuck
problem.
yeah.
You manage to just kind of wrench your feet free, and you're able to walk in any direction you like.
All right. Do I have my full?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna go up and smack it.
All right. Oh my god, actually. Roll with advantage.
Sweet.
Because Rylan's technically within 5 feet of you because he's inside the thing. So your earrings are working.
Yes.
Your hyena earrings.
Fuck,
So
yeah.
One more time. What is this? What is happening right now? Ah, I'm very sorry, Ben.
Oh, can't believe it. Fuck you.
Okay,
This
you
is,
don't
this
miss.
is Fooz's evil witchcraft at work.
What the shit, man? God damn. All right.
Divinity, fuck you.
So you're using your channel divinity.
How many chickens did you sacrifice, Fooz?
I think she's even larger than chickens.
You'd use your own blood first before
I
the
would
chicken.
sacrifice them.
Sacrificed her friends.
You would have if Nubs was hungry.
Oh.
21.
Got her.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
obviously easily hit with that.
Can you make sure?
No.
Can you make sure?
No. Go ahead.
The roll the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action.
One thunder.
Ah, fuck! I forgot I had the gems.
Nice.
Thank you.
Fuck you. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so he took that much damage. Let me adjust.
Oh, and
Little hammers.
He's officially in bloody
That's what
territory.
I want to do. I want to do
Fucking
that
finally.
and bonus action swing. But
You did try on him before.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and you know that he's immune to
Oh.
stun
Okay.
specifically.
Thank you for that one.
No problem.
Well then, I'm just gonna go with and leave with that.
Yeah, no reason.
No reason. It's not.
No reason at all.
Shut up.
It's just random.
Oh, God. Just for no reason. Why?
It's like, what bosses can I use that are resistant
No.
to stun?
Do you get a per hit? No, it's just one, right?
Yeah, just one.
Okay. All right. Chipping away. Chipping away. 4.
Chipping away now.
Okay, so you
I knew it.
did 23 points of damage. And he did another 20. Okay, gotcha. So that was your action, your bonus action. You have movement left. No, did you use all your movement to get there? No, right? Wasn't all
I think
your
it was like about 20.
Okay, so you still have 10 feet of movement if you'd like to do anything.
They're both like swallowed up in there, right?
Yeah, they're currently like inside this thing.
Can't do anything about that. I'll just stay here. I
Okay.
guess.
Okay, you'll
Yeah,
stay there.
That's it.
All right, sounds
it.
good. Gibbering Horror, who is still incapacitated with the last rounds thing. He's gonna try his literal only option, which is to walk into someone and try to engulf them. So he starts jibber jabbering into Valafar. Valafar, I need a dexterity saving throw from you as he tries to kind of walk over you and engulf you. And by walk, I mean
Alrighty.
slop and roll forward.
Flop.
The dex save.
The dexterity saving throw. Yep.
Oh.
You can move yourself within 5 feet of where he was, so in any of those directions. But he tries to walk forward, and you just kind of like, almost in a hilarious fashion, like, "What are you doing?" Okay, I'll just walk away. Like, no threat whatsoever.
Yes.
But that's the end of his turn because he was incapacitated and he can't do anything. So that's it. Which brings us to Irene.
Yeah.
Irene is so pissed right now. I just needed you to stab it. Just. She's gonna cook in a firebolt.
Okay.
Hopefully the shit hits.
Hey!
It hit.
Yay!
It
Do
certainly does.
Do not roll. He has 4 hit points. He has 4
Yeah,
hit points.
there's the damage.
How would you like to do this?
Good job.
Irene's just like still on fire from the whole Phoenix aura. She's just like so frustrated. It's like, oh, Duvessa, you're still going. Just throws a firebolt right at him.
Yes, I'm still alive.
Oh,
She's
God.
fucking die.
And the firebolt just cores through him, and you just see a nice, crispy hole through the center of it. And in much to your relief, especially Duvessa, Nirja and Valafar, you guys finally hear that loud gibbering right next to you die down as this thing just kind of melts into a disgusting flesh puddle of teeth and eyes. But it is no longer moving, and it is now dead. So, well done.
Well done.
That was your action. You still have movement and bonus action. Oh, that was your
Yes, I
bonus
do.
action because you couldn't. But you still have movement.
Question.
Sure.
Am I able? Is this ice wall like preventing movement over there? Can she get a visual on the gibbering ball?
No, you
Is
can
she-
see the gibbering ball. Like you're. That's why I was saying you're the only one with kind of a clear sight of what's going on over there. You
Well,
didn't.
not only that, but the anti-magic zone is going to phase out that part of the wall.
Correct.
So
Exactly.
Oh.
I will say you didn't like. It was kind of a little bit further up, so you might not have seen Ryland get engulfed by it. But you don't see him.
Okay,
You see the gibbering
so-
bar kind of like or a ball moving away.
If she were to try to move, is this like what kind of terrain is this? Would she have to jump or something? Or
Yeah, that's a tier down, and it's about a 15-foot drop. So you could jump down. I would need an acrobatics check just to see how you would land, and then
could she jump across to the other side?
from where?
From where she is now, like.
Yeah, you're jumping down. The tiers are slowly going down.
Oh.
So that's a tier that's about 15 feet below you.
You want a cliff?
You want a cliff, girl?
Wow.
Because I was just like, if she tries to like fire a magical shot from where she is, it's gonna get eaten up by the anti-magic cone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Frick! Okay.
Frick!
She's gonna try it. She's gonna try to make that leap.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and give me your acrobatics as you descend,
Oh boy.
which is also great for Nirja and Valfar because they see her just like launch a firebolt and then be like, "Bye, guys," just like slide.
No.
You know?
Oh, I'm
Last
right.
thing they see is the wavy hair.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
the
double
best.
digits. Not too bad.
It's
Not
not
the cleanest.
terribly smooth. I'll say that you lose like maybe 5 feet of movement. So instead of 15, it took 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
But you're on your feet. You're not prone or anything. But you slide down. It's not very smooth, but you got it.
Okay. She's gonna, I
What's
guess,
the name? What's the
try
name?
to step forward a little bit.
Okay.
And yep,
Uh,
you know what's coming.
Alright.
She has to cast it at 5th level, so this is her last slot. Please kill it.
Are you casting regurgitate?
I wish.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's gonna be a 5th level cast. My last lance.
Oh,
Oh man, nice.
She's
That's
gonna jump over, kind of have a wobbly landing, and then just another psychic lance. It's just weird for her because she's never been the big psionic type. But here we go.
Nope. Cool.
She's gonna be like, Valafar, I've been learning.
Do you guys want to see a really cool intelligence saving throw?
Nice.
yes.
Yes.
You guys ready? All right, here you
Go
go.
ahead.
Come on, go for it.
nah.
9.
Nine.
Yay.
All right. That's a -2.
It's a -2 to that baby. So
Oh, I almost forgot to do the thing. There you go.
yes, thank you. And the damage was the 29 altogether because it wasn't fire damage, so unfortunately you don't get
Right.
heat damage. But
But
let
it's
me.
there.
It is, yes. It is there. Hold
Wouldn't
on.
be there if it was a true foods. Come on.
That's how it works,
She
right?
cast it with burning rage.
Yes.
And
Which again is also kind of hilarious because you watch the flaming Irene slide down the mountain and then just be like, ah! Shit. But the psychic lance does land, and you see it just kind of twitching and awkwardly moving, much like the gibbering horror was. Actually, you landed one of these blows on it. So that was awesome. That was your action, bonus action, and I believe all of your movement. I believe you're all done.
she's just gonna be, kill it! Hurry up! I can't help it.
God. All right. Which brings us to Valen. Hold on one second. Just hold on. Let me double check something on that thing. Sorry, pardon me as I read stuff.
He's gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on
Oh,
Ryland.
right.
I ain't casting shit. I'm still paralyzed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, yep.
Best case scenario, I'm not at the end of this turn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just. I have to double check something. But I need your trying to save out of it. So Constitution saving throw for your
At advantage, right? That's what you
your
said.
paralysis.
Paralytics.
I don't believe you have. Unless there's some reason you have it that I don't know.
I
But,
absolutely don't have it. But
okay,
all right, Rihanna. If you ever loved Valen, I could use some help now. My strength is dookie. Here we go.
it's not strength. It's Constitution.
I'm fucked anyway. So
all right. So what was your roll?
God, a fucking 5, dude. What the?
You rolled a 6. Oh man. Yeah. I'm sorry. You do not get out, and because of that.
Well, actually, hold on. Why do I have a +8? Oh wait, hold on. That
The
would
aura
be
and bless.
Yeah.
that would be an 18 because I do have 4 from con.
Well, it would
Does that
be
pass?
6 plus 4. Yes. 18 altogether does indeed pass. So.
Yes, thank
Yay!
God. Jesus Christ.
And the nice thing about this is it's the start of your turn, so you. Get
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, shit.
So start my.
You did start your turn in here. You get a nice 4d8 points of damage.
Thank you.
14.
Yeah.
No,
Delicious.
sorry.
Don't get too happy. Here you go.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
Both piercing and acid damage, as it still seems to be trying to digest you. But
That's great. Thank you. Let me take that damage real quick.
yeah, no problem. But,
Just for the record, Rylan, if you did not heal me, I would be -4.
Yep.
yeah.
Clutch.
Just how
There's very
bad-
few times that he will burn a full action to
Yeah.
heal someone. That was one
Yeah.
of them.
Also, I need your concentration
Heroic and very
saving throw
paladin.
for your wall thingy.
All right, Valen, bro. I don't know what the
You
fuck
need
is
a 10 or
going
higher,
on.
buddy.
But-
Actually, it might be better if you fail, but
I have Warcaster, thankfully. Thankfully, Jesus Christ.
You're good.
That nat one.
Alright.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, don't-
Anyways.
Yay!
All right. So Valen snaps out of the paralysis and is just horrified and suffocating, but felt his brother save his life, so he's going to reach out and try to grab any part of him that he can.
Oh, he's still like he's doing like fucking CPR in there and shit.
All right. So if he's doing that, he's just gonna like grab your helmet and then cast Dimension Door.
Yeah.
And he's going to Dimension Door out. Probably like a good, like right here is perfect.
Okay.
So he's gonna take the two of us out.
Gonna take you for a ride.
All right, get yourself out of there.
Yeah.
Go.
Just I'm never going close to that thing again. Thank you.
Staying alive.
I'm alive. Stop. Get
Oh my god, that's awesome.
But yeah, that is action. Movement. I still have movement. He's gonna run further away. No, I'm just kidding.
He's gonna run.
Yeah. Oh no, I do have. I'm gonna use my Uriana's thingy. For my bonus action. So I'm gonna give Rylando some temp hit points.
Oh
Because
shit.
that dude's ugly, and I can't heal until next round. So
Wait, which dude's ugly? What should you be a little more specific here?
the mouth and
I'm
eyeballs thing.
gonna give you 10 hit points because you ugly.
That's not what I was going for. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure I'm reading this correct before I fuck something up. Total charge. Yeah, so you get 6 temporary hit points. Equals to the charges. Is a bonus action or reaction to accumulate. Add damage to a spell. Yeah, I'm not doing any damage. So, oh wait. So Fuz,
Yeah.
The adding damage, does that to any attack?
That you are. Let me double check. Hold on. Because
Because the way it's written, I'm not sure if it was my own or to one that I can see.
any attack. Yeah, if anything that you can see as well.
Oh. He's giving him the 10 hit points. That's awesome, though. I'm definitely. He just got chewed on. He's not doing that again. He's gonna say.
Yeah, it even says that. I'm just double checking. But
Yeah.
as a bonus action, the wearer can expend a charge to grant any target within 60 feet. Oh no, sorry. A bonus action or reaction, the wearer can add damage to a melee or spell attack that you can see. So long as you can see it happening, you can add damage to it.
Awesome. Okay. So you get 6 hit points, and then he's gonna say, in the next few seconds, I'm gonna cast silence on this. So cast whatever spells you need before that happens.
What?
He'll burn his bonus action. Oh no, he already did. Never mind. He'll just try to pantomime it. Like,
Wait, aren't we psychically linked?
What? He's not.
Yeah, Ryland is not in the.
all right. End of my turn. Thank you very much.
Yep,
Uh,
that's true. He is not.
yeah.
No problem, no problem. All right, so that brings us to the ball, who is currently incapacitated, so no actions or reactions until the start of Irene's next turn. But he's going to do what he saw his little thing doing. I need a dexterity saving throw from Codrono as he's going to try and engulf you.
Fuck.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh,
Think
Come on,
Dexy
come on.
Fox. No.
Oh,
Nope. Nope. Fuck this. Nope.
Oh, that's not
no,
good.
as I explained, the inspirations will be used after the fight, unfortunately. It's kind of like once per encounter. kind of
Yep, you're right. I forgot.
It's okay. I know. I'm sorry. But at the start, those two leave, and Codrono and Duvessa, you watch as this freaking ball, like, literally kind of shrinks a little bit because the space inside of it has gone away. So it's like decreased in volume. And as it does, you guys see the two of them kind of off in the distance, and Codrono was looking at the wrong time, and it just kind of moved over him and swallowed him whole, pretty much.
Shit.
So you are engulfed inside of this thing.
What the hell?
You take 28 points of piercing damage.
shit.
As you're going in, it's pulling you in with its teeth. So every time like a mouth latches onto you, it just pulls
I
you
hate
deeper
that.
inside. So you take that damage, and you are now blinded, restrained, and suffocating. So that's the end of his turn. And that brings us to Nirja.
Okay, Nirja is going to say for the psychic link.
Sorry. Just one thing I forgot to do. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, you're good. Go ahead.
And you're just gonna say through the psychic link, Valen dropped the wall.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh.
Valen drops the wall.
Do
Okay.
we all have a psychic link?
Duvessa does not, unfortunately.
Absolutely not, no.
Okay,
no,
so
no, you don't.
with
Oh, yeah. Okay.
with the wall dropped, Nirja is going to, and Foos, please let me know what's going on here. She's going to move up to about 10 feet away. This is 10 feet away from the ball, right?
Do you have 35 feet of movement?
I am hasted, so I have 60.
Yes, you sure do, girl.
That's true. You are hasted.
Yes, you do, girl.
I
Yeah.
think this point's 10 as well.
Hold on. Can you
That point is 10?
can you remove the arrows real quick? I'm sorry.
point-
I'm
I
trying to-
beg your pardon.
No, you're fine. You're good. You're good. Yeah, that would be within 10 feet. I know it's a little hard because of his shape is weird, but yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
that's within 10 feet.
Okay, 10 feet.
This
Okay.
counts as his space.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Kadrona, I'm sorry. You were concentrating on something. I need a wisdom saving or constitution saving throw from you to keep your protection from aberration stuff. Good and evil. That's what it was. Yeah, no, you're fine. You're don't worry about it.
Oh my gracious.
Wow, max on both. Nice, dude.
Okay.
Take that, you bitch.
Okay. So, okay, Nirja can't electrocute him. Okay, so she's going to do her Mithra Majesty attacks and try and cut Kadrono out. So, attack 1, attack 2. I swear I clicked it. Attack 3. Ooh.
The first and last hit.
Okay, cool beats. Okay, so then damage 1, damage 2. And Nirja can definitely see that he's bloody, right? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can see that he's sustained quite a bit of damage and seems to be kind of like some of the limbs are barely holding on at this point. And as probably Irene is the only one to really notice this, but it's probably because its intelligence is so low that it hasn't been kind of trying to escape at the moment. But it is not looking good at all.
Okay, action surge. Why is that so difficult to pronounce?
Oh,
Action surge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
and then more damage. So that was my action, bonus action, and
Accent surge, you get all of your attacks back, girl.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Whoa, time out. So it's
Yeah.
all 3
Yeah.
or 2?
Yep,
three.
all
It's 2.
two.
Oh, 2,
Yeah,
whatever.
two.
How
Yeah,
many you
have
get?
2
Yeah.
attacks per action. Your hasted one gave you a third, so you get 2. You get 1 more swing. So go swing one more time.
More swing. Okay, cool beans.
shit.
Okay, 1.
Yeah, dude, action surge is so good.
Oh, that's a 2.
I'm sorry.
God damn. Well, I tried.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. Kadrona, you're in there.
16 isn't high enough?
You're
Dang.
feeling this thing just like twitching around. No, the AC, you guys have been very close and noticed, but the AC is not 16.
Ah.
It's just a little bit higher than that. But that was your action.
Bonus action. And I'm just gonna take 1 step back and
Okay.
just get next to Treebender and kind of see how he's doing, and then that's it.
He's asleep.
He's just asleep.
He's just sleeping.
Oh, question. Can I also hit him with the butt of Mithra Majesty? Can I do that, or is that
Hold on.
that's a bonus action, isn't it?
It is a bonus action, but I'm just trying to check something. A second.
Verify if that'll actually
Yeah.
wake him up.
Okay. Yeah. The target awakens if it takes damage or another creature takes an action to wake it. So you would need to use your action to wake him up.
Okay. But can I use the Mithril Majesty butt attack on this guy instead of moving?
Sure.
But okay, all right. Because I thought I had already used my bonus action.
No, you didn't. That's why I was like, why'd you say bonus action? You haven't used.
Well, I thought the action surge was a bonus action.
Nope. It's a free action to action.
Oh
Yeah.
my gracious. Okay,
Yep.
so then
Yeah,
I
action
roll to
surge is
hit,
dope.
and then if I hit, I do the D4.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god! Of course, it's
Is it
with
a
the bottom.
35 hit for
thing.
this?
Yeah. Just roll your d4.
Of course, it's a.
Oh
and it's a
my
one.
Oh, no.
All right, fine.
I'm
Um,
taking that damage because that's fucking hilarious.
All right, so and then she just moves next to Treebender, and that's my whole turn.
Okay.
Thanks.
Very nice. That brings us to Rylando. both you and Valen are just covered in acid and digestive juices. Both of you have puncture marks from all the bites as you were in and getting pulled in, but you're both safe and outside.
Ryland's just gonna address Valen and make sure that he's fine. Do a mini inspection, and it's very mini.
Valen's gonna give him like the get away from me hands, like I'm fine, go kill that thing.
And he's gonna step up here because that's within 5. Yes.
Yes.
That's also within earring range.
Yes. I would say if you're within, like, the way I worked it out is if like one of you's inside and you're 5 feet away or within range of the creature, then you're 5 feet away from your friend. So
Hell yeah.
In your proximity to the creature, you're in proximity to each other as well. So as you step up, Codrono, you feel your earring get a little warm, and same with you, Ryland. Seems to be activated.
Ryland's gonna start to shout like, "I got!" He can't hear me, and then she goes.
Go for it. That's awesome. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Because
Yeah.
you know what's going on to
Nice.
both of those bad boys.
Nice.
Yeah, your candle isn't running anymore, so you will have to use spell
Yep.
slots for it,
Oh, tracking. Yep.
but just so you know.
Because I'm upcasting that bitch. I was putting
Oh.
in second level spell.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So here's that's the first smit. That's the
Okay.
first damage.
Okay, thank you. 21 points of damage. Where the fuck is he? Okay.
Sweet day.
And then this would be for bludgeoning.
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 Wait,
Bludgeoning.
max damage and roll the damage dice again.
Ooh.
Hell yes.
Good
All
one.
right.
All right, so
So
your
there's
max
the damage dice again.
Blue genie.
Johnny.
Oh my, I love you so much.
I clicked it. I don't know if it's gonna work. So there it goes. Holy shit, that was laggy.
Get him.
If you're upcasting your smite, so roll
Yeah.
that normally,
Yep.
and then give me the max damage too. Thank you.
Ooh, that was pretty close. So 3d8 for the smite.
Yes.
3D.
Hold on, let me track these things.
Yes, exactly. 3 date.
12
Oh. Just wake the fuck out.
minus 14. And then what's your max damage altogether?
24 on the smite
Oh, wait. 24?
is max for that divine smite.
Okay.
Yeah, 3d8.
Yep.
And then bludgeoning, another d8 plus 5. So 13 for his normal attack. Edge.
Rylando, how would you like to do this?
shit.
Oh
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
Well done.
Woo! All right, so he's pissed off. He's like fucking doing CPR and Valen in the middle of the ball, like specifically like trying to do a twofer as he's doing his fucking CPR. He's pushing as hard as he can on Valen to keep him alive, and he's trying to shove his antlers into like fucking sacks on the side of the fucking stomach. We pop out. He's like, "All right, you all right? You good?" And he's like, Valen's telling him about silence and shit. And he's just like, "I don't know what you're saying, but you look fine." So he turns around, doesn't see Kodrana. He's like, "Son of a bitch," and then just starts fucking hacking away at this one spot, trying to create a crack so he can rip it open and find Kodrana.
You managed to actually rip it open, and as it's slowly starting to kind of like sink as it's losing the life force that needs to even be hovering, Kodrano comes spilling out at your feet, just covered in acid and teeth marks.
CPR.
But thankfully, you only took the bite damage, so you didn't take any extra damage for starting your turn inside of this creature. But Ryland frees you and kills the big baddie. And as he does so, the the anti-magic stuff.
Thanks.
You get thanked by Kodrono. Anti-magic stuff is gone, obviously, because he is gone. So,
Are there any souls escaping?
I was about to explain that to you guys in just a second.
Real.
sound is a problem at the moment for most of you, as you all have your wax in there. And Valen, you have dark vision on your glasses right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys watch these two just sort of like melt down into the ground and listen to a puddle of what their skin is essentially made of the teeth and the eyes, and just sort of slowly pooling around, there's a soft like trembling to it every so often, and you're watching it slowly turn to gray, and slowly each eye and each tooth and each mouth starts to disappear, and even the flesh seems to start to disappear until there's just kind of bones left in its space. And it's not the bones of the teeth that you were expecting, but they seem to be almost full corpses, as if they were never eaten apart or digested the way you guys were. The gibbering horror, the one that's closest to Valifar, has a good amount, probably about 24 bodies or so that you can make out. Humanoid, animal, various. The gibbering ball, the beholder creature that you have just slain, Kodrono, you have to take a step back because so many bones just start to pile up in that space. It almost seems like you can't count as much as you would like to. But as you're looking at it, there also seems to be some items that are still attached to bodies. And just kind of looking over it, you can see that there are probably some that are magical, which is probably the only way that they survived being digested into this creature. But some of the bones seem to have a few things on them. But that is what is before you now.
Okay.
Is Treebender awake?
No, Treebender's not awake.
Okay, Nirja's just gonna go gently in front of him and just gently lift his head and try and, slowly rock him and try and wake him up.
Okay, go ahead and give me a animal handling check.
Of course, I'm great at those. Those are great. Flat 0. Look at that.
We're good.
I hope this is good.
So you go and like kind of try and gently lift him awake, and like as you're kind of gently raising his beak and his head, he was in fucking fight mode. So as soon as he kind of comes back, he like instinctually kind of snaps at you. He doesn't do any damage, or he doesn't like lash onto you, but you can see that like, fuck, we gotta fight. Oh, hey, how's it going? Like he recognizes you, but he's still like looking around because he doesn't realize the fight has ended, and it takes a bit of time, but he's slowly kind of starting to recognize that everyone is okay. And you do see a little more panic kind of starting to well up in him as he's looking around and trying to get a grasp of what's going on, and you see him just kind of start to walk around a little bit. And it's only when he gets to the edge of the cliff and looks down and sees Irene that he's kind of calms down a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so good. And having that done, Nirja is just going to go over to this pile and see if there are any bones, or if there's any proof that they can bring back that they killed these things.
Okay.
Irene's gonna be like, as she sees Treebender looking around, he ate everyone but me, and then make her way down to Duvessa, but also kind of look around and see if there's anything else lurking in the weird dark cave place thing.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check if you'd like.
Not about to get another one getting the jump on us.
7.
One of these already fell from the ceiling, so yep. All right, there we go.
Yeah. It's
Listen,
also
she rolls high when it matters, and that's on attacks. So
it's relatively dark in here too. Also, Duvessa, as you look off to the side, Zawadi is still beside you, but you watch a flaming Irene, head to toe on fire, walk towards you. It's like, hey, how's it going?
You look great.
Oh, thanks. You're definitely a sight for sore eyes. What have you guys been up to? I see, looks like it was a party.
Oh, being on fire.
Sounds like fun.
Getting eaten. It just happened to myself. She's like Rylan twice. Valen. Treebender got one. Kodrono. Did Nurja get eaten yet?
No, she almost did, but she did not.
Almost.
This sounds like a sad
Like a 50%
conversation.
Eden.
You guys have been through hell.
And then Valifar misses. He dodges everything, so no, he didn't get eaten.
I heard there was an influx of demons in this area. That's actually why I'm here.
Duvessa?
How's it going, Valen?
I
actually have-
Rylan still has
something
his.
for you.
Wait, can anybody hear any of this? Because
this is like-
everybody
I
has
was gonna
wax.
say,
in
I
their ears.
assume that Irene pulled out the wax before you started talking, because otherwise.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
after she didn't see anything first.
Yeah.
Is there any more goof on
Is
this?
she in
No?
line of
All
sight?
right.
At the moment, no. She's a little bit further down.
Okay, so never mind. I
Yeah,
thought she
so-
was. That's why I was
It's
gonna
not.
say.
It's not as steep of a decline as Irene had on that other side. So you can kind of like make out the tops of their heads, but the decline on that side was like 15 feet. This one's probably like 5-ish.
I thought you were on fire. It was so bright.
Yes, you can also see fucking the glowing matchstick.
True.
I was just gonna say Rylan's on high alert because he has no idea what's going on down there. He's still
Nice.
just like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is
What's
I'm taking this
happening?
shit out until I know for sure.
Excuse me a second, Irene. She teleports towards Valen and she's like, I have something for you. I found these in the Feywild. She's gonna hand him the green stone of Tamna. Be like, you might be able to use this next time.
Valen only caught half of that as he's taking out like a hideous amount of stuff from his ears.
Hmm.
What? You're here?
How's it
He's
going?
just gonna. He was gonna go for a hug, but to see he's just covered in slime. It's just
I'm
gonna
good.
kind of give you like the.
yeah.
I'm happy to see you. You gave me Tamna's jewel.
Yeah. I know you don't get along, but hopefully you guys can try to get along. It could be beneficial.
Thank you. What? How did you get here?
As soon as it touches your green hand, you're thank goodness, someone with some smarts. Hi.
No, yes. I'm talking to an old friend. You don't have to stuff it for now.
That was why I actually went next to you the first time, but then I was like, fuck, I forgot to give him that. And I was reading the bonus action, so I was like, oh, never mind, next time.
You're good. You're good.
It was funny. Because everything was loading and I was like, oh.
It's okay.
The other
Well,
thing
to be fair, he was still inside of a gibbering ball of grossness.
Yes.
Yeah.
can how do I have to wait for everyone to be able to hear me, or can they hear me if I talk? Or
You're seeing some of them like pull wax out of their ears.
Delicious.
But yeah, it's great. Some of them you can see that some do not have it pulled out yet, and it just seem to kind of be like looking around or whatever. But
I want to imagine that Rylan like started looking and he's doing a scan off in the distance, and so like as you pour it up, like it's as it leaves his peripheral, so he's still just like.
Fucking Riley, give me a perception check because you're just looking around.
Does it require vision?
You did the vision thing, so I'm gonna say that it does.
Yes.
Yeah, Valen's gonna. Before she came up, he cast mass cure wounds or mass healing word. So
Okay.
Ryland, you go up 21. Quadrano goes up 21, and so does Treebender.
Fleabender, 21.
And I go up 28 because of blessed healing.
I go'd up.
I'd go up.
I go'd up.
I go up. But yeah, he's gonna be very excited. He's gonna try to prestidigitation people, and just try to like he's in dad mode. Like, all right, enough playing.
Yeah.
So anyone who's good covered should be not in good covered soon. But he's very happy to see Duvessa. It's just I
She's
need to
happy
play.
to see everybody too, but she's trying to pretend that she don't have feelings.
Okay, got it.
I miss you.
Go ahead and roll me.
I like you, but I don't want to like you.
Roll a deception check, Duvessa.
Deception check? No,
Yeah.
no. God damn it. I might win. but you never know, this could be funny. Trying to get to my sheet. 1 second.
It's okay. No worries.
No one can see into my heart.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Oh, I don't know why it was on advantage.
Yeah. Anyone with a passive insight of 12 or higher,
Yeah,
you
whatever.
can see that Duvessa is very happy to see you.
Damn it, I'm at 11.
Oh, Irene.
I'm a 12. Yes.
Quadrano has a 19 passive insight, so he's like,
You like us.
I have
I'm gonna side eye him like, whatever. Don't know me.
I'm really cool.
Yeah. I have some news. I don't know if you all want to hear this. I don't think it's good news. Part of the reason I'm here, actually, I did hear there was a lot of demons in this area, but I actually stopped at the Feywild, the Tenacity Den.
Holy shit! It's Duvessa.
Delayed. Nice to see things haven't changed.
What?
Nothing. I think you still have something in your ear.
Oh.
She's gonna. There you go.
After you do that, you see Truebender walk up to you and just kind of plead by nuzzling his face.
You're just gonna help.
Yeah,
with the
he's
claws.
gonna pull out.
Sorry.
Yeah, he'll pull out his earwax, and he's gonna check him with Brucey.
Okay.
Nice.
Are you checking in with Lucy right now, or is it like?
He's kind of multi-task. He's like,
okay.
How you doing up there? You good?
Yes. Things got weird, but we're good.
So the annoying sprite and horseman thing, they're nowhere to be found. They must have fled. But I was able to speak to what is
Wait,
it?
what?
Treant? Our Treant friend.
Yeah.
They were attacked by demons. Somehow demons made it into the Feywild. Yeah, that's a thing. That's why I'm here.
How's the treant doing?
He's okay, but he was barely holding together, to be honest. He took off into the woods shortly after that, but seemed like he was trying to hold it together. I mean, I hope he's okay.
Which one was it, Sequoia or the cranky one?
Cypress. Am I saying that right? Cypress.
Cypress. Yeah.
How do you pronounce it in this game? I forgot.
Oh, so it is
way, but pronounce another.
Cranky
How
one.
dare you identify differently?
Yeah, that one.
That's horrible news.
And Vivi and Thega, they fled.
Yeah. The annoying sprite and man horse thing.
I believe they're called centaurs.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm sorry. I should be better since they're probably not well right now. I really hope they're okay. I did kind of like them.
Just did I not? I didn't press fucking goddamn food.
But
every time there's like some crazy shit going down, I prepare spells for it, and then I was gonna cast sending to talk to him, but I don't have it fucking prepared because I was in battle mode.
No,
so that's gonna have to.
Why is that my fault?
Because you're always throwing crazy shit at us.
You didn't prepare a spell, and it's just like goddamn food. I didn't tell you what to prepare.
You did this, Moose.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I think we just need to tackle this from now on. Like, what spells we don't think we need to have ready, that's what we need to ready.
Ready,
Okay, do you think you need protection from poison?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
But no, now that he's prestidigitation, he's gonna go in for a hug, whether or not you like it. But it's not gonna be. He's a bag of bones, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, just
tight hug.
Yeah,
narrow hug.
It's good to see you, and I'm glad you're safe.
You too.
But this news is ominous.
It really is. I was shocked. I thought it was a little more immune to some of the bullshit that was going on around here. I guess not.
The demons seem to be gathering
I just don't
power.
understand why and how did they enter such a realm? I thought they had enough protections against that.
Yeah, and that's Not only that, but that is usually a declaration of war. Planes don't intersect like that usually.
Yeah.
Do you think
I also have the blue gem, so you should know. And she's gonna just swiftly bring him back into her sleeve so that it's touching her for the next battle. As I was in battle, I was like, "Is he touching? Did I equip this? I don't know." But Zoc is the one that gives you a little bit of speed.
The fast one, yeah.
So at least that's
You're gonna hear Rylan interrupt and it's like, "Y'all did what now?"
Yep, that's a thing. It's nice to see you.
Oh, sorry. We need to get upstairs. Someone come with me. Y'all do what y'all need to. I'll be back. And he's gonna start marching up to go get her.
Irene's gonna go with him and let her haste drop. So she's just gonna kind of like look at the others and almost smirk.
Yeah,
They
I was
just go,
literally about to say, like, as you guys are having this conversation, both Truebender and you to do their.
There it is.
So done after the haste, and all of your blessings and such, unless they last more than a minute, I believe they have faded at this point.
Duvessa, it was nice. I'll be right back. Or yeah, we'll see you in
All
We
good.
gotta go take care of our kid.
Okay.
He's just
Your
going
kid? They have a kid now?
We
We
have a
adopted a
ward.
child. Yeah.
Ah, do tell. Just feel
Something
like,
wrong?
He's
Let's
short
say
and fuzzy,
Rylan.
but he's great.
oh,
His name is Kambish, and we are all vying to have him be our, what is the word, apprentice.
I don't. You guys are acting like this is a competition. He's already a wizard.
aw.
See what I heard.
Duvessa's many weakness to children makes her more inclined to want to follow them. So she slowly, as they're completing their sentences, she's like slowly walking in their direction to try and meet this new little baby.
Aw.
Valen's gonna start taking inventory of some of these items and bodies.
Yeah,
Um,
holy graveyard.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
Investigation.
shit.
rolling.
Wait, everybody come back.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
I am constantly Jesused up, so I
That's
do have
not
an
intelligence save, but I believe your
Oh,
bonus is
nice.
the same, right?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Your
good roll,
blessing
though.
drops, and obviously there's no
Oh no! You know what? It's even higher because she gave me the gem, and that puts my int at 24.
I'm sorry,
So-
what?
But you said you weren't touching him. You put him away in your pocket, right?
Yeah, but if he's gonna investigate, he's gonna do
Okay,
like a
okay,
proper
you're
job.
back
You know?
up.
Yeah.
The second you touch him again, hey, listen, that was rude. I know I'm rude.
Duvessa's
too,
like
but
going
you-
back and
that
forth.
That was uncalled for, I have to say.
Hey, what's going on here?
Girlfriend, I have to say, she's probably one of the smarter ones, but it was still very difficult. I have been alone for so long. It's been too long. What are you looking at? What is this? What the hell were you fighting?
So many questions.
He must be
Quiet.
talking shit. He's talking shit.
Yeah. I'll answer your questions in just a moment. I just need to take a look at what we got here just to make sure everything's copacetic, and then we'll go back into it.
All right.
Thank you. Also, I don't sleep, so we can talk all night. Just give me a second.
Oh, perfect. I don't sleep either.
Oh,
All right, so Irene and Ryland are heading out, right? Is anyone else following them, or is it just those two?
yes, I was gonna follow them.
Okay. So Duvessa just was like, "Is there a child out there? I'm going to." Alright,
I must meet.
you guys are heading out, and everyone else is staying back. Malifar, what are you doing?
Taking the wax out of my ears, just kind of looking around and being like, "Oh, their friend, it's good." It's gonna inspect the place, see if there's anything like out of the ordinary.
Besides the
Okay,
pile of
Everything is normal
corpses.
here.
Yeah. What do you mean out of the ordinary?
Well, like I don't know, like looking for like clues, rituals, maybe like a possible treasure stash, that kind of thing.
What kind of creatures?
Okay. Perception check.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Valen is gonna yell at you though. Find me some interesting bones while you're at it.
Oh no.
Okay, but
You said perception,
Supposed to be
right?
giving that up.
What?
Okay, nice. I will get
Finally,
to
the rolls are all like actually loading. It's so great.
Oh,
Aw.
Like everybody says their thing, and I'm like,
there we go. That's a little more appropriate. There we go. How's it going? Anyway, so going back to Valen, Valfire will get to you in just a second. But with your investigation, most of these bodies don't have a lot on them, as they just kind of seem to have been probably unfortunate travelers or those who got confused by the voices and wound up walking their way into these creatures, unfortunately. But you do manage to find a bag of holding on one of the bodies that is clearly recognizable as such. You also find what you saw what looked like a kind of a light pink ball, like a globe, roughly about 6 or 7 inches in diameter. But it looks like a sphere, and you can kind of dislodge it from the body that it was like kind of held onto or like hunkered down next to. And you know that it has to be magical as it simply survived this, but at the moment it just seems to be a perfect sphere. Light pink in color.
Kitty.
Tom,
Cat,
any thoughts?
Hello, cat.
I have a lot of thoughts, but apparently you don't want to hear all of them. On this,
No, not all at once. Please.
listen. It's been weird. All right. So
I was just in that thing's. I was in that thing's mouth.
I
paralyzed.
don't have a body. Okay, things are very strange for me all the time.
I don't have a
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Poor guy.
You
I
can
just,
see
I just
why
need a
we're
moment of perspective. You're an intellectual, right? Keep it focused.
within the time that you guys haven't had together, like Kamina has kind of frayed a bit at the end.
Okay.
Like he clearly hasn't been able to have
Yeah.
any kind of conversation with anyone, and hasn't been going well. But he's gonna roll to see if he can figure anything out. All right. So as he's looking at it, just sort of, there's a button. Turn it around. There's a tiny button. Push it with your finger.
A tiny button.
Okay, hold on. Let's
The cat
think
is
about
so
this. You
cute.
want me to act?
Sorry.
I don't even know what this is.
Hello.
I don't either. Let's find out.
No, not like this.
All right.
But thank you. He'll make note of the button and he'll kind of put it aside. Is there anything else in there that he would be interested in?
From your first glance, it's the bag of holding in that
Okay.
that sphere at the moment.
All right. So he'll take that and then he'll kind of go off to the side and start doing his identify hayas.
Okay.
Hey,
Doing your ritual.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I didn't prepare that shit.
Why, nah. Why would you? Oh no, this is your basic. Okay. So you're doing that. And Valifar, with your perception check, and taking a look around, you can see that a lot of the ground in this area has just been kind of warped into strange ripples. As these two creatures have been inhabiting this area for a while and just moving around, they've kind of just changed the way it looks and the way some of the dirt and the rocks seem to land. But what's kind of catching your attention mostly is just like the size of the bones in this area. Like there are some that are just monstrously huge. And yeah, these creatures are very dangerous and clearly put up a fight with you guys, but it seems a bit hard to imagine that they took out creatures this big. Maybe something happened here before they came here, but otherwise they're probably not the cause of these giant bones, but you're not really sure what is.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
My cat.
Yes.
Calicos are my favorite.
Yeah,
One of my
hi.
best cat friends ever that I knew for years was Calico Cat. Does be
Yeah.
happy.
You like calicos? Here.
Yeah.
Let me show you the
Oh.
Hello.
That's-
Microphone.
Why does she always look done?
Oh, because she was napping, and when they're napping, they're in a warm little ball. I disturbed her. I just couldn't help it.
Aw.
So I gave her warmth, but she's also like unhappy because I'm petting her and playing with her. But she's like, she's also really warm.
What did I do to deserve this?
Yeah.
She has so much attitude. Look at this. Look at this little brat.
Oh.
I give her little
So
massages.
We
She's so
done
done.
yet? Can I go
Her
now?
expression
No.
is killing me. Oh,
Bye.
So done.
Y'all seeing this?
It's crazy because she's purring the whole time.
Uh,
You can hear her. Hold on. Let me go. I don't know if you can hear it.
no, unfortunately
No.
not.
Damn it.
Oh,
God.
We believe you.
Yes, we do.
oh, squish.
furring, but her face
It's
is just
adorable.
like, I'm not furring. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know she's straight up attitude.
she's channeling her inner Duvessa right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I mean-
Duvessa, as they're kind of like jogging to meet Kambish and Rusi, Ari's gonna be like, "Oh, right, Dragonkin back there, gold one. That's Nirja, and
Bronze.
20 years redskin, handsome demon guy. That's
Handsome demon. guy.
Valifar.
Valvar.
Bronze.
Yes, thank you, my brain.
Valvar. Also, speaking of Valfar, will you tell them to look for the king's friends?
Look for the king's friend psychically.
The King's Friend? Oh,
Working on it.
what is that relevance?
There's a lot to catch you up on. But first, if y'all don't mind, we need a sprint.
We know
Uh,
royalty.
Kambish and Rusi apparently fought a pack of drones by
Oh my
themselves.
What?
Wait, what?
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear this.
Actually, hold on. As soon as you say that, Irene's gonna be like, "Wait, what?" And
Yes.
then
Supposedly they won.
telecommunicate. They fought Jerome's out there. We gotta go.
They're fine. It's fine. Brucey said they're fine.
Excuse
Meta, I'm assuming he leveled up on this. This is going to be kind of cool, but not Meta.
How many experience points to Kambish gain?
Brucey,
to
Kambish,
kill our
level
baby.
15.
All right, time out real quick. Jazz, you see why we're so fucking paranoid?
Yep.
I don't blame you.
We had to leave the poor kid out of here because it was way too dangerous, and he gets attacked by
God.
fucking no.
The second Flandy started talking, I was like, of course. Of course.
Right? What the hell? What am I supposed to do with this? I gotta make like a blimp and just throw him in the sky. Not even. I'll probably get attacked by a dragon.
I know.
Not even, no problem.
So you woke up and you were just like, "Yep, I'm gonna kill a kid today."
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
That's what it is.
It was
Anywho.
attempted.
Ryla takes off and he starts a little jog, sees if everyone's catching up, and then just full
Yeah.
sprints.
She's with him.
It's further than I
Irene's
thought.
with him for sure.
And he's like, just make sure they find the king's friend. We'll take care of Kambish.
I think Irene mentally is gonna be like, "Yo, this is different," because she's never like run alongside him, and she's noticing how big his fucking steps are. Everyone.
I wasn't going to explain, like,
Different for me.
in full tilt is honestly terrifying. That is a giant in full fucking sprint. Like, that's a lot of weight going in one direction. And like,
You're like a
when you-
gazelle. This is crazy.
Yeah, you guys are pretty careful to stay away from him. Like, not that he's gonna swing into you, but you're like,
The antlers just add to it. It's
yeah.
Oh my god.
But you guys are just charging through this. And the nice thing is, all four of you have dark vision. Because Irene, you don't glow for that long, unfortunately. But the four of you are able to kind of see your way through this tunnel, and it's not.
Yeah, she got that crazy shadow shit going on. So
Yeah.
Is there a way to make myself more silent in case some weird shit goes down? Because you know it usually does.
If you stealth, you won't be moving as quickly, unfortunately.
All right. Interesting. Can I teleport though with stealth?
You can use your
Companion.
Zawadi to teleport, sure.
Why do I always say no banyan? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Child, it's kid.
Okay, don't worry.
Speaking of Zawati, Rylan's gonna try and say hello in Celestial.
Oh god, performance.
oh, that
I'm
was
gonna give
meant
him-
for you. Don't read that.
I didn't think so. I was like, that's what why am I reading this?
You don't read that.
Don't tell the DM our secrets.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
There we are.
Oh my god.
Does
You're-
7 do it, Fizz? Does 7?
How do you feel about a 7?
It's a strong 7, Fizz. Come on.
It
Finger
is a
good.
strong 7. But
Lucky
like,
7.
just in your excitement to kind of like show it off, you say it and you cringe internally because as soon as it comes out of your mouth, you're like, I fucked up. I already know that my pronunciation was wrong. Like, I know how it should sound, but I got too nervous and I said it wrong. And like,
Hello.
as,
Yeah, literally.
Duvessa and Zawadi are both kind of teleporting ahead a little bit, so they're just a little bit faster than you guys. And during one of the teleports, you see the lion look over his shoulder, and then quietly in your head instead, you hear, "Oh, that's new." Hello. It just kind of keeps running with her. It doesn't say anything after that.
I blame it on being afraid for my child.
Keeps running. You guys have a little bit of time to continue running, so
This is so much further than I thought. I thought it was just up screen.
but you guys are still going. And the team that's inside, Kodrono, Nirja, if there's anything you guys want to do.
Take your advice.
Just assist.
Oh.
Valen.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check, Kodrono. And Nirja, what were you saying?
Just to assist Valen. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just to assist Valen and do as she was doing before with the butt of Mithra Majesty, trying to find a bone or evidence that they can all take back that they killed these things, or evidence of, I guess, peace, like because the mission was to kill these things and set his friend, the king's friend's soul free, but I don't know how she would notice that.
Roll an investigation check.
I have a +3.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's more than enough to
Yay!
find them souls, girl. Oh.
How
Nope.
you feel about them
No,
sevens,
it's not.
dude?
You
Seven?
two,
Great
Get the
number.
bad rolls
I
out
was
now.
No, it's not.
fantastic.
The second this shit.
Seven?
Get the bad rolls out now.
Yeah, it's great. I see everything.
You're
It'll
more
be
than
all right,
anything,
girl.
you
All
get
of the things.
surprised because as you're going through it, you are seeing a decent amount of dragonborn bones in here too, and that kind of takes you back a little bit and surprises you. And in that discovery, it sort of ruins your searching prowess here.
I just gotta
Can-
ask, since you have a knack for doing this sort of things, are Irene's parents in there?
Oh no.
You mean Irene's Kentucky Fried Parents? No, they're
Yeah,
not. Oh God!
yeah. Did you put those in there too? Those look strangely familiar.
Oh shit, that's where I left them.
Oh no.
Oh,
Can Nirja take some of those bones with the hopes of burying them later? Giving them a proper burial?
there are like numerous bodies. And it's not, they're not like held together. It's just like you can see the separate bones and like you recognize the skulls, you recognize the claws, like bits and pieces of them that would make a whole body, but they're all separated.
Okay. She's just going to take the skulls and does she know that Valen found a bag of holding?
Kadrona, what you casting?
He was trying to hit investigation and that came up instead.
Oh my god.
Can you just hit a d20 instead on your thing and then I'll add your
Repeating attack. Spell description. Link. MKD.
All right, you have a +2 to it, so just roll a d20. and then we'll add that.
UKTBKIB00.
My roll not cooperating.
Okay. We have physical die if you want to grab that too. But I don't know if you probably saw him taking off the bag of holding, but you might not know what it is. Just 'cause I don't know if you've seen him use his, so I would say because you're close enough, you see him pull off like an identical one to the one that you've seen before.
Okay.
Because all bag of holdings have the same kind of pattern, so I'd say you recognize that.
Okay. Nirja says to Valen, may I please have that bag? There are dragonborn skulls here. I'd like to give them a proper burial, please.
He's in the middle of his hayas, and in addition to that, he just got news that his son may have been attacked. So he's in this weird quasi thing of being like concerned and concentrating at the same time. And your request, you just take, not disrespectfully, but kind of like
that. Yeah,
in one of his motions, kind of like in pantomimes that you could take it. Like he's not claiming it at all.
So she's gonna just take the bag and as many skulls as you'll allow me, Foos, to put into the bag.
He's also
sorry.
Just a little moment of clarity for him where he's like, I gave up necromancy and now she's throwing skulls in bags. But yeah.
Right next to Nirja, Kodrona was already kind of starting to look through the bodies, trying to, find something that maybe you guys could use or whatever. And the first thing, Kodrona, you find is what looks like a silvery ring that you're able to kind of pull off a finger, essentially, the finger bones. After that, you find, because you rolled a 15, right? Yes, you did. Okay. Because of your bonus. Oh shit, where'd it go? Sorry, I had it for a second. There it is. Okay. You also find what looks to be a really small jar that seems to be tied together with a wax seal, a symbol that you don't recognize. But the liquid inside seems to kind of be viscous and thick and like a deep gray, like relatively dark. But if you want, hold on.
Just gonna try to show that to Valen, like this, like their shit.
You can try and roll a medicine check to identify anything about it. Yeah, once your shit comes back, then we'll give that a shot. But that's what you find with that. And Nirja, you find 3 skulls.
3 skulls.
Yes.
So +1 bag of holding, +3 skulls. Oh, jeez.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Actually, while everyone's kind of doing this, do you guys want to take our 15-minute break now?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
I can use it because I gotta go pee pee.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay.
We'll take our 15-minute break now. And so it's 10:07, right? Roughly. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, round up. Okay, yeah.
10:07.
10:22. I got the math
10:22.
for you.
Sorry, I was reading
Thank you.
something else. 10:22. We'll be back. Take
Yep.
a 15-minute break.
Okay.
Bye.
Ooh, goodbye.
Alrighty.
Tony the Tiger now.
Yes.
Okay. I actually didn't mean to bring us back, but here we are. I was trying to click something else. Excuse me.
Hold on, I gotta be in Duvessa mode.
I know.
Oh shit, we all go.
Yeah, hood time. Time for a hood.
It's Shady Hood Gang.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. No.
Fuck
Oh
shit
my
up.
God.
Yeah, Dubs, do it.
Oh, this one is not very large.
Ooh.
What is that? Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
God.
that's the I'm freezing and I don't give a fuck what I look like hood.
Why does it
Not a
give
hood,
you,
but
like,
I'm gonna join the gang anyway. There we go.
why does it give you like baby cheeks though? Like,
Does.
Let's just all be wizards for no reason. Here we go.
Yeah, hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's go.
You look so
Did
shadowy and ominous. You're like, I'm here to kill you all. Hold on. Maya's is the darkest. I want to be dark like that.
Yo, I look like a battle rapper right now.
Yeah,
Ready.
Did I just inadvertently join Team Hooded
Yes.
Figure?
You did.
Team
yeah.
Cult. Let's go.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say my hood is my hair because if I put a hood on, I will cook.
Who's the
Aw.
hood? Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
only
it.
gonna do this for like 2 more minutes. I'm
What if you
dying.
just put a fan underneath so it just air cools
No.
you?
Yo, the first time I was DMing and we were online, that's what we did. I had a fan at my feet that was blowing up. Do you remember? That's where my hair was like constantly moving because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then
Beyonce,
You
you-
are Irene. That's great.
yeah, no, but like after a while, I was like, this is like unsustainable because unfortunately the noise made it hard for us to hear the speaker. So I was like, all right, we have to stop. I'm just gonna have to find a way to not overheat on my own.
Sorry, Francesca.
Anyway, we just took our quick break. I'm gonna get back to Codrono and his medicine check because he was lagging, and that's when I was like, this is where we'll take our quick break. But anyway, you have this ointment in this jar that you just found. And you're not entirely sure what it does, but just looking at this and you're with your incredible medicine check, you imagine that it probably cures something. Perhaps if applied to skin, it seems to be an external cure of some kind. A topical ointment, if you will, and possibly healing. But for the most part, it seems to be something that could probably cure some kind of ailment.
You said there's a symbol on top of the lid or some shit?
On a wax seal. That I would need a history check for.
Right. I'll tell you one right now.
Yeah, go for it. Oh shit! Oh shit! The DC was actually relatively lower for you, because it kind of ties a little bit into your religion side of things. There was a sort of monastery of monks that was relatively famous for their healing salves. And you recognize, because you've heard about this through some of your cleric training, that this is probably one of their discoveries. It's likely some kind of restorative ointment, and that monastery with those monks are the ones who crafted this. So unfortunately, one of them found their ways here, or maybe someone who purchased it from them found it, came here, but the ointment survived the gibbering, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately. But that's what you found. Oh, and you also have the silver ring as well.
What am I like? If I look at it, what am I looking at? What does it look like?
It's a very simple silver band. Yes. There doesn't seem to be any writing on it or anything like that. It's just nothing. Just a silver band. Nah.
Was it on a finger?
Yeah, I said he had to pull it off.
Finger bone. Oh, okay. Finger
Are you
bone.
married now?
To death.
Keep the finger bone. We
Out of nowhere,
find
this
who owned it.
5-foot poof ball comes up and slips the ring on your finger.
The ringer on the thing.
Finger on the finger,
Finger on the finger.
and then rolls away. No, but that's what you find with your check.
Something useful, something mysterious.
Keep the bone.
Yes. And
Set the whole pile. I'm just gonna keep digging.
okay, you can go for another investigation check. The DC is going to be a little bit higher each time you go to check because you're finding more things that are more hidden.
Damn.
So just, I mean, it doesn't mean that you don't have to stop. It's just oh shit, look at you doing awesome.
That's amazing.
But I'm gonna have you search a little bit more, and you'll find a little bit that way. Yurja, you found the skulls, and did you talk to Valen because he was doing the stuff, or I don't remember.
I was unable to speak to him because he was in the middle of casting, but he indicated that I could take the bag and put the skulls in the bag, the three of them.
And that's what you're doing. Okay. I'm assuming that's what you're doing, right? Or no?
That is what I'm doing. She's just gonna also look at the pile, try and look more skulls. She just really wants to give them a proper burial.
Okay. Sounds good. So you can go ahead and give me an investigation check. And this is specifically for looking for skulls. Although I will say if it's high enough, you might spot something else.
Okay, investigate. Where is it? I lost my mind. Okay, +3 again.
Okay. And I will get to both of your
I
rolls.
hope I can do better.
No problem. Valafar, is there anything you would like to be doing? The team up toward the top have left. They're going to go look for Kambish. Not look for. They're going to go meet Kambish and Rusi.
How far is this?
It's a decent distance.
I didn't know I signed up for this shit. I just got back. Kind of
Just got here.
I lagged.
Otherwise, the Wadi will teleport you.
So, yeah, we didn't find any evidence regarding like the king's friends. So,
Not yet. But you can roll me a history check if you would like.
yeah,
I don't think anybody's specifically looked for that yet.
History.
Yurja got
say, hold
distracted.
on.
Way to go.
Actually, Nirja, you can roll this too because you mentioned that you were looking for something like that. Oh,
boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Nirja, you go ahead and roll
Investigation.
history as well.
Not
Where
going far
is
with
it?
that one.
Okay, good. All right.
This is just kind of seeing how much you're.
It's a 2. Can I use my inspiration? Please?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay, cool.
Inspiration.
Do you want to use it for yours or Valafar's? Because Jesus.
For Valafar's.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
I would say that just because you guys are both kind of thinking about it, Valafar, there's a moment where you're like, all right, and you kind of say it out loud without really realizing it, and because of the cave and the acoustics, everyone hears it. But you're like, all right, we should look for the king's friend, something that we can identify. And as you're saying that out loud, Nirja kind of remembers, oh yeah, you were looking for Waimidi's friend. He seems to have a tie to a deity called Oya, who seems to be kind of the herald of souls in a way. She seems to kind of guide them to where they need to be, or sometimes puts them where they should be instead. But she kind of not cherry picks, but she more or less can look over all of the souls essentially. She has full surveillance. That's what I was trying to say. Got it. So considering his tie to this deity, it's likely that you might not have to find physical evidence, as who he worships would probably be aware, and he would probably be aware because that's likely what he was looking after. So once the soul has been freed, you probably don't need physical evidence.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Mhm.
Through the link, I tell them, I think we don't really need physical evidence on this one, because I believe the spiritual connection that they had may have taken them off to a better place.
I hope so. I really do. And
Yeah, same here.
So that being said, Valfire, was there anything else you wanted to do? Because I'm just having the rolls go so I can let you guys find or do things.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, that kind of was settled. No, I think I'll go head out of the cave and check on Kambish since he's still out there.
Okay. Because you can fucking double dash and run, you probably catch up to the group in a good 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna do that because I mean
Okay.
we had a big fight and all that.
Okay, so he takes off afterwards. You and Yurja have that moment where you're like, "Oh yeah, no, we should be good," and then he just turns and leaves. All right, cool.
And then Nirja conveys that through the Valor router and also tells Valen once he's done with his cast. She knows better than to interrupt again.
Again. That's normal.
Yeah, so you're doing that. Valen, you have a few more minutes left. You're almost done though. And what was the first thing you're identifying?
The potential bomb that Tom almost had me.
The sphere. Okay, got it. That's what's the worst that could happen?
You mean the pink Palantir?
Anyway, Kodrono, with your 19 investigation, rolling fucking awesome things right now. You managed to find a gold chained necklace, and hanging at the end of that seems to be a pendant of sorts. They seem to be 2 gold hands made of the same gold that the chain is made out of, and they seem to be holding what looks to be rubies shaped vaguely in the shape of a heart.
Wow.
Married now. Congratulations.
You're very much married. Very much
Um,
marriage.
and Nirja, what was yours? You got a pretty good one too, right? Okay. I would say with that you find 2 more dragonborn skulls that you're
Okay,
able
so
to identify.
5. Awesome.
And on one of them, you find what seems to be a ring that looks like it's made of a plant. And at first you're like, how did this thing survive? But you're reminded that it must be magical, otherwise it wouldn't have been able to make it. But the band looks like it's made of a very thin vine, and the very top, where a jewel would normally be, is a rose.
Okay. She knows better than to put this on her finger. Magic kind of is like meh to her, so she's gonna go to Valen if he's dead casting and say, "Can you tell me what this can do?"
He's not done quite yet, but
He's not. Okay.
He just kind of indicates the floor before
Okay.
he'll get to it.
Yeah.
My bad.
You also know, like, you're seeing Kodrono like kind of grab things and pocket them as if he's going to, probably figure them out later or whatever, or just
Okay.
hold on to them. So it doesn't necessarily need to be done at the moment. It's just
Okay.
for right now.
Okay, so she's gonna pocket the rose ring, ring rose.
Yeah, no problem. And in that time, Valen, I will say that you finish your identify, and you realize that this item is called a purse piglet. When
What?
you push the button, the pink sphere turns into a tiny pink piglet that acts as a money deposit device.
Oh my god!
It can act as though it has a mind of its own. It will happily gobble up all of your coin and keep it safe. It can have different ways of hiding or staying on your body, whether it's the sphere or other methods. But once you push that button, it activates and turns into the piglet that can otherwise gobble up your money. So let me show you guys what this looks like.
That's amazing.
That is adorable.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
I accidentally closed roll 20.
I love
no.
But yeah, there's a lot to read. But
Purse
just
piglet.
know that
Wow, that is a lot.
yeah, there's you kind of have a vague idea of what it is, Valen, and that's essentially what I told you at the moment.
This is
Your personal bank color.
that's amazing.
Oh, you can't put him in a bag of holding, by the way.
Oh my god.
Oh, you can't put him in a bag of holding.
It, or unless you want to open up a gate to the astral plane,
Yep.
Wait, what?
Oh.
and the piglet would be permanently destroyed at that point,
Oh,
Yep.
and his
Oh, don't kill the
contents would be
piglet.
lost.
I won't kill the piglet.
Valen would kind of understand that, like, in a way, this piglet is like a bag of holding it of its
The
own.
command phrase, go to market, little piggy.
Plenty down.
A piggy
That's what
bank.
about it is, like, out of everyone in this crew, the fucking dark ass wizard is like, this is a piglet. Okay.
All right. Kind of gently sets that aside for now,
All right.
and just kind of check in with everyone. How we doing?
All right.
I know Nirja wanted me to check on that item, and I will. The ring.
Yeah, you do. You see that, like, Kodrono and Nirja have basically been kind of like pulling things out and then looking over them and finding what seems to be more magical items. But you do notice that Valafar is left.
Oh, okay. Now that we got this going, I can teleport us back to Karugu's. So I say just grab whatever you need or want to take back with you, and don't really be mindful of the weight because obviously we'll just port there and we'll sort it out when we get there. And maybe she can help me identify some of these things too, so I don't spend 3 hours doing it.
Fair. We should also
Uh,
probably go to the kings first before we do anything with Kurugu, since we are strapped for cash. And
Well, we could
she
probably
should
sell some
be
of this stuff
paid.
too. Also, we're going to
Fair.
her. I can't teleport. I mean, I probably could, but they wouldn't appreciate it. So we're gonna go straight to hers regardless.
Fair.
But
All right. If you guys would like to take one more dive at the piles here, you can go ahead and roll me investigation check.
Please. My
I would
roll
be-
20 is a little slow.
That's okay. Just a reminder, the DC does get higher because you guys have been like the
why do you
surface
keep
level
raising
bodies
the
have been kind of
DC on
taken.
me, fools?
It's not like skyrocketed high, but it's a little bit higher.
Too high, fools.
You need a 37.
Oh my god.
Plus
Okay.
5.
Investigation. Oh jeez. Okay. No.
Ooh,
Hey!
Did I
very
get it?
nice.
Thank you. Woo. Okay.
Woo! All right.
Very nice, Bogley.
She is going all over the page. Oh my god. Stop.
Just
Okay,
like-
I'm good. All right, it's stopped.
All right. I will let you know. I'm just waiting on the last one, so I know what to. Okay, gotcha.
Valen, well done.
Not the worst. Not the worst. All right. As you are digging through Nurja, the first thing you pull out. Let me double check what the fuck this is. Okay, good. You actually start seeing what looks to be sort of a long, relatively long, not as long as your fucking Mithril Majesty, but a good like 2.5 foot long golden weapon under the bones. And Nurja, as respectful as she is, especially being a warrior of her own, just kind of pushes the bodies apart until she can finally kind of reach in and grab it, the bones that is. And as you grab it and pull it out, you find yourself holding a golden mace. It obviously seems to be magical of some kind, and at the very top of it seems to be a sphere with a bunch of sort of spikes poking out, but it seems to represent the sun or some kind of disruption. You're not entirely sure what, but you're just looking at it, you're like, that's a magic mace that I have just found.
Okay.
But that's what you get.
Okay.
And Valen, as you are looking, hold on 1 second. Oh, okay.
That was
Oh my god.
that was a burp.
That was
That's-
adorable. Okay, as you are looking through the pile, you, interestingly enough, just kind of see what looks like a dark fabric. It doesn't look very big, but it almost seems to kind of be ebbing a little bit of like dark clouds, almost like an ink in a way in the air. And you kind of have to dig through and pull it out as well. And you realize that you're holding a pitch black scarf that seems to be a little cold to the touch and seems to just be kind of constantly making these small little black clouds that pop out of it.
Ooh.
There was a time this probably would have been very attractive to
And the more you hold it, the more you see it kind of starting to move just a little bit on its own.
Yeah, we're not gonna put that back.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
You're right.
kaboom.
Your Arcana.
Where did I put it?
Acarana.
There it is.
Okay, nice. As you're kind of moving this thing around in front of you, you're starting to see that as it folds in front of you, you swear you're watching like the space around you kind of like fold into those spaces, as if you're kind of like losing chunks of what you're seeing past it. And because it seems to be messing with space, maybe not a good idea to put it in the bag of holding right now. Maybe another time, or maybe leave it if you're not comfortable with it. But this is a dimensional object, and putting a dimensional object in another dimensional object is
Yep. Oh, send me back home.
Can you imagine that? Guys, do whatever you want. I'll teleport us. Whoop! Disappear into the astral plane.
Shit.
And then the rest of your team has to walk back to Kudugoose, and you just teleport there, and you're like, I'm very sorry. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but yeah, that's what you deduce from looking at it.
Okay. he'll kind of just a mage hand hold it for now until he can figure out something like a bag, like a regular bag to just put it in.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you have a regular like backpack from your explorer's kit or something, you can shove it in there, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that was.
I do.
Sorry, what?
I'm being asked. You're good, Fizz. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Kodrono, as you're looking through, they seem to be finding the sort of like bigger items. But as you're looking, you kind of move one of the bones aside, and as you do, you see what looks to be like a green, about 6 or 7 inch tube almost, just like hit the ground in front of you, and you're like, "Oh, what the heck's that?" And as you pick it up, it seems to have a dragon's face at the end of it, and curls back up. And after looking at it for a few seconds, you realize this is a pipe of some kind, in the shape of a green dragon.
Neat.
He's about to be so high.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Dragon high.
Oh, so he's like, "Hey, this looks like it's for you."
Who's this? Oh. Magic and maybe I'd like to see what that does first. Ooh. Only if you don't want it. I'm not. I mean, I could always use another pipe just in case this one breaks, but thank you.
It's like it's gonna be the last pipe you'll ever need.
No, yeah, it might be the last pipe you ever smoke. Green dragons are not known for being friendly.
Yes.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Also, bless
She
you.
holds it and it starts to make her sneeze. No.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on 1 second. Before I sneeze.
God bless you.
Oh, honey.
Bless your face. Bless your whole face, Fargo.
Aw.
It's the green pipe. It's making a sneeze. No. So she's going to say thank you to Kodrono and pocket the pipe.
Okay.
If
Sounds good. So those were your kind of last investigation checks on the bodies, and then I assume you guys are heading out to go meet with the group.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sounds
Deeper
good.
into the cave.
Yeah, deeper into the cave. No. So you guys turn and leave.
God damn it.
And head back out the other way.
I have no idea how far we are. Are we like 1,000 feet or more away at this point?
Yeah, yes,
God
easily. Because also Valen was casting for 10 minutes, so they're probably like 15, 20 minutes behind you guys.
I just want to scavenge for some gold and shit. God.
Go back.
Like,
Well, I mean, Duvessa would also know this, but like it would need to be magical to have survived the gut of the horrors. So unfortunately, gold, silver, anything like that is not. So it would simply just get digested and there wouldn't be anything left.
What if there was like magical shit of value? Y'all
Would
seem
Lucky
to-
Charms have survived?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, right?
What did Maya say? I couldn't hear.
It said, would Lucky Charms have survived because they're magically
Yes.
delicious?
But
Yeah!
they are magically
Yes,
delicious.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I would say they were in there for about 15, 20 minutes or so, but you guys arrived before that. I was just kind of finishing up with them. So
No worries.
as you, Duvessa, you're seeing this for the first time, but the inside of this cave seems to have tiers, and it just seems to expand in strange ways, and then kind of come back down to a very narrow tunnel again that twists and turns. But not only does Ryland have a very big concern on his mind, and he's just fucking trucking through it, but they seem to kind of be a little bit familiar with these tunnels. And even though you're kind of like figuring things out as you're running, they kind of seem to know where they're going pretty well. And it doesn't take too long, a good few minutes or so, and you start hearing an extra pair of feet behind you, and you see Valfar just hauling ass behind you, catching up a bit to the group. And he probably catches up right about a minute or two before you make it out to the entrance. And you all are kind of grateful to see a bit of the moonlight casting down onto the sands outside. And as you're starting to come outside, Ryland, you start seeing what seems to be 2 or 3 Jerome bodies scattered along the sand. And as you kind of step out, you immediately hear Rusi,
Oh, hey, you made it. We're up here.
and as you turn to look up, because you simply know the direction of which she's speaking, you see both her and Kambish kind of like higher on the mountain, on the like the cave entrance. They seem to have climbed. Oh, he probably climbed his way up. Rusi likely teleported her way up. But as you kind of come out and Rusi starts speaking and wagging her tail happily, Kambish soon pops his head out as well and is,
Hi, you guys made it.
All three?
Oh.
4.
4?
Seems like a
Are
better
there
force.
more out here? Can we check for more?
are there more, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Kind
just
of look around and.
you see the 3 that are kind of like closest to the entrance. And as you're looking up towards them, it doesn't take too long, but you see another one that was likely climbing their way up that got what looks like smashed onto the side of the rock itself, just kind of bludgeoned and broken body on the side of the cave. But Duvessa, for the first time, as you're kind of coming out and hearing these voices, you see what looks to be a preteen tabaxi child who looks like a silver tabbied cat up on the side of the cave rock there, looking down at you guys. And he seems to kind of have like a really makeshift leather shoulder pad and a few little things adorning him, but seems very happy to see you all. And when he looks at you, he's,
Who's that?
She's an old friend. Duvessa. Duvessa Kambish.
Aw, pleasure.
And insert lion name. I forgot.
Zawadi.
Yay! We got it finally, boys.
Very good.
Nice.
And Zawadi. They're friends of ours that adventured with us before we wound up in the desert with you guys. Are you okay? They didn't. It looks like.
4.
Wait, what bludgeoned it?
What happened here? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Can
he kind of like looks at Duvessa
No.
and then at you guys.
can I tell her?
Yeah.
She seems slightly offended, but still understands.
Tell her. That's my sister, and
Slightly
Irene's gonna
offended.
kind of like pose next to her. Just sell it, you know, like not even her
Perfect.
sister, but like
Yeah,
in a
Riley's
blood
just-
way. But she's gonna sell it that way. Just like
I love
my
it.
big sister.
You see him start to kind of climb down the cave and try and meet you guys down. He was a good like probably 25, 30 feet above the sand level where you guys were, but
Riley's gonna like scold him on his way. Not like a bad scolding, but like really need to work on your tactics. You're not always gonna be able to climb things to get out of danger.
I was up there to begin with. They were going to come in the cave, so I shot one.
They? Who? What?
The Jeromes.
Ah.
You let them do that.
No.
We can handle them.
Foos, can you put a picture of the Jeromes up so they understand? So poor Jazz can understand the ridiculous's of the situation.
what did Jerome?
And then can you put Kambish right next to her just to sell it, please? That would be great.
Just sell it.
'Cause I don't know if she's getting a full picture right now.
I'm really not.
I'm
no,
sure
I'm
she's not.
Yeah.
No, these things are. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Maya,
Yeah.
do you want to say how you came up with that name?
And
That's
Well,
Kambish.
at first
he's freaking adorable. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
we thought that
He's the best.
there were unreasonably buff
Like, I
halflings in the
nothing.
desert. So we were calling them jacklings, and we even pinned a spell called Detect Jackling,
Oh,
and which would tell us how much they deadlift, so we
Okay.
can be ready for their gains.
how-
However, when we found out that it was gnomes, and that they were still, I guess, really buff, we started calling them Jeromes,
Mhm.
like Jack Gnomes.
That's hilarious.
So there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't imagine them to look
Thank
like
you.
that.
Jeromes.
Thanks, Foos.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you. Thank
No
you
problem,
very
I
much.
got you.
Yeah, he's just scolding him the entire. Like you let them come in next time. Like we can handle them. You're by yourself with Brucey, and you have a limited
How
amount of
did you
options.
I mean,
Take down 4 of them.
yeah,
'cause,
that was pretty
like,
well handled, right?
He's remembering like
Fran's
Lucy
like,
struggled to
scolding-
bite 1, and
Brother-
yeah.
Kambish
Secret demon child. What?
managed to shank 1, but there's 4 corpses. Like she's just trying to do the math. But like, how did this play out?
Riley,
How did you do
Riley's
this?
like looking at you, scolding you. He's like, let the scolding sink in.
Yeah,
And
golden sure, but I also want answers. How did this happen?
Yeah. She's gonna Duvessa's gonna lightly like tap his shoulder and just be like interjecting and be like, "May I? Can you explain to us what really happened here? How did you handle this? I'm pretty sure we have questions."
Yeah, tell my sister how this happened.
He's
Just gonna see if Kambish buys it.
He just seems to be looking between you, and much like he adopted all of you in his mind when you guys were friends with Valifar, you see him kind of like accepting Duvessa in that way as well. Every so often, though, you do see him just space off and stare at Zawadi, who is still kind of emanating that blue energy from him at all times.
No.
So, like, as he's standing there, he's like,
Yeah. Well, see, I wasn't gonna at first because you told me to just stay there and hide and to run away if something happens or something. But then a lady started talking to me.
A lady.
And then she seemed really nice. I couldn't understand her though. I don't know what she was speaking, but I don't understand it.
Did it sound like this? And he's gonna start speaking Sylvan.
No.
What did the lady look like?
I didn't see her.
What does she sound like?
She sounded pretty.
How do you know she was pretty?
It was she sounded pretty. I don't know. It was nice.
Oh. I'm trying to remember what languages I speak.
Did she speak a different language? Like
Yeah.
Oh, which one? Can you repeat what she said?
Yeah,
No.
do your best to mimic it.
She said a lot.
Just one word.
We're gonna see a performance check, see if he can.
Somebody guidance this child.
His
Wrong campaign.
all right, hold on.
We have a cleric.
Clerk.
Oh,
Get out of
shit.
here. Oh,
That was
hell yeah.
That was a natural 19.
I freaking love that.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Who's out there right now? Okay.
I only speak Celestial.
I believe
You
it's
can't.
literally only. Actually, Rylan, post your languages for me.
Can do.
Did this lady speak hot fire?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. That was one.
Celestial-ish.
Yeah.
The only thing I got on you guys is Thieves Can't. No, Celestial already.
I don't think it was Thieves Can't real quick. All right, but as you guys are kind of like listening, Ryland, you're the only one who kind of picks it up. It's very heavily accented, but that was Elvish, and not only Elvish, it seemed like ye old Elvish, like certainly not a modern speaker.
Does it ring any bells of who it may be?
No.
God damn it, I miss Leah right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm an elf.
He'll switch to Elvish and just kind of start saying some words of encouragement and be like, kind of like this.
She sounded prettier.
Hey, Ryder, why you talk ugly?
Touche. Hey, your face is ugly. Let me give you some temp hit points. Your voice is ugly. Let me get the other lady.
Jesus, so you like the youth?
Does anybody else have a slot on the things to take care of on the campaign splash page? Nope, just Ryland? All right.
Oh.
Cool, no problem.
I'm just
Hey.
sitting over here.
It's okay. You have a beautiful heart.
Oh,
Oh,
That was cute.
He
Um,
is.
That's corroded by acid from
Duvessa's.
constantly being swallowed by things.
Oh. Probably because they all think you're so ugly. No, never mind. I didn't say that.
oh God.
I'm just
All
kidding.
right.
I've lost
I'm
count of
gonna-
how many times have been digested.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's very
Too bad.
concerning.
Here's the
Um,
thing, though. We get digested. We still don't drop spells. Way to go, Valen.
Yeah.
It's alarmingly higher than I thought it was going to be, though.
Nice. I mean, not nice to that part, but nice to
I was like, nice. Wait, hold on.
I think that if we were to have a group like picture, like a picture that represented the whole group, it should be like the Arnold Schwarzenegger thumb out of the lava, except it's teeth.
It's like a mouse.
Oh my god.
Yo, that
Perfect.
would be amazing.
Real right?
The rest of the team isn't outside yet. I'm just kind of giving you guys visual of,
Yeah.
like just being outside because you guys are no longer in the cave at the moment, but the rest of the team's coming up.
Can I use insight to just kind of like see if what he's saying is true? Because I don't know him, so she's
Sure,
gonna
yeah. Go for it.
You just got me.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
While she's doing that, Riley's gonna ask Rusi if she heard the voice.
do I get advantage?
I heard no voice.
Were you able to talk to each other the whole time?
Nope.
Did that work? Yeah.
It worked for a bit, and then after it stopped working. So
I guess swallowed again.
What's that?
So
Nothing. Your hair looks nice.
what happened after the lady talked to you?
I think maybe before, Jez, you were asking something though, right?
Oh no, I was just trying to
She's
do.
insighting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage because of Nabanian by any chance, or no? Probably.
No, actually, you get advantage because of your ring of insight.
Oh yeah, that's right. That cool ring. The ring of fire. Is that on me, or is that someone else's?
I
Fire.
believe that's for Tree Bender, but I shared it with everybody because I was just letting them know that it's on Tree Bender.
Oh yeah,
cool.
it's his bracelet.
Yes.
That's really dope.
Yes.
He's an outdoor owlbear.
What's that? Oh, that's adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love when you rolled advantage and it's like, no, that's worse. I'll keep the first one. Thank you.
Literally.
But you're trying to kind of get a beat on this child, and you're a little impressed. Your friends mentioned that he seemed to have kind of roguish tendencies, and part of that seems to be in the way he's talking. There seems to be a bit of a slyness to him, a little like kind of slick talking, but he does seem to be honest with the people in front of him. But you're able to kind of recognize that he's not really holding back, but if he was, you might have trouble actually being able to tell.
That's very interesting. She's going to take very solid note of that. Smirk a little bit of appreciation, but be wary of it while dusting off his hair and whatever else he may have gone through. Just because the nurture in her.
And he just sort of smiles up and
I mean, I didn't understand her, but she seemed nice. And I think she was telling me to attack, so I did. And
So
I think
you took him down on your own?
But I think she was helping me.
That's very impressive, young one. How was she helping you?
I've seen
she kind of like, he points at Irene and then looks around.
is Aelin coming? I've seen them cast things, and I think she was doing the same thing.
Ryland's gonna kind of put his hand on Kambish's shoulder and in Elvish, I'm gonna kind of ask, "Are you here? Can you hear me?"
Just Kambish looking up at you like,
huh?
Do you know how she was able to speak to you at any way?
No,
Where did you hear her from? Near you? Around you?
I heard her like, and he points at Valfar, like his thing.
Oh, psionically.
Ryland's going to turn to Duvessa and one of the interesting things about this region is being promised.
just yapping.
All right, that clears everything. Thank you. Irene's
Well,
just
I
gonna
was
look at
trying
him and
to-
be like, "So you're just gonna leave it there? That's it?"
No,
Just...
Hi, guys.
I was slowing down because
Okay,
she was
Yeah.
preoccupied. But yeah, he's just gonna one of the things around here is being promised and souls being intertwined, I think was the word. Kambish has been promised or was promised, and I believe it may have been one of his additional souls.
That's
I
very
don't know
low.
how to word it.
So you're suspecting that whoever's a part of him, watching over him right now, is responsible for this. Did you see any magical effects like, say, fireball or lightning or anything like that, Kambish?
No fire. I don't know. Like colors. Not fire though.
Colors? What kind of colors?
A lot of colors.
Like a
Rainbow.
spray of colors?
Prismatic.
No,
Something?
a lot of purple. I think.
Yeah, but by the time
And how quickly were your foes defeated?
Pretty quick. I shot all of them actually, but
In one shot? Or
no. I shot and shoot and reload, shoot and reload. And then I threw my dagger at one of them too.
And like now that you hear him saying this and you're looking at the bodies, you can see some puncture wounds. In a few of them. They don't seem to be concentrated on one in particular, but all of them seem to have at least one puncture wound of some kind.
Irene's going to tap into the telepathic link and try to reach Valen through it, and obviously Valafar, and just kind of relay. Yeah, so out here, Rusi and Kambish took down 4 of the Jeromes, and apparently they had a magical assistant flinging spells, it seems like. Possibly one of the souls entwined with Kambish, or something else is going on. He said that he saw a lot of purple light, and hopefully Valen can make some sense of that.
or Tamna.
Oh yeah.
Valen was actually just about to tap into that. So cranky.
I missed you, bro. Sorry, had to.
Can I speak? Am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah, we got a bit of a walk, so you can speak.
Fantastic. Do I have to wait, or can I speak first?
You could please go ahead.
Okay.
I've been rude. It's your
So
turn.
no, hold on. First, so do you remember the puzzle that I was looking at before we left, and you told me that I was crazy for looking at it?
Yes,
Like every line was in a different language.
correct.
I figured it out.
You must have a lot of time on your hands.
I was left alone in the library. No one talked to. A collective intelligence still below mine in the entire room. I'm not sure what else you expected me to do.
It's funny that he's so defensive about
I
such.
mean, all right, fair enough. What did you find out?
Seems to have been a warning to a collection of different cultures, tribes, whatever it might be. Took a very long time. Every single line through a series of codexes that I was able to find. I don't have them with me because they're all the den, which is trash. So, but I do remember the warning. Well, at least the letters of the warning. There's many letters. Maybe it's better that I tell you how to write them down. I cracked part of it, is all I'm trying to say. It said that the white alien is coming, and then it said many, many letters after that.
The white alien is coming.
That
Yes.
sounds racist.
Were any of these species called Protheans?
Now,
Because if the Reapers are coming, we need to leave.
God damn it, Dead Earth.
we need to get out.
All right, little piggy, you're going in the bag of holding.
Wait. It said white alien.
Yes, yes. Well, I
description
mean, I
of it?
believe the correct term was ivory, but it was spelled wrong, so I just assumed that it was white.
Ivory alien. Other than the color, was there no other description?
I think there were a few others, but I need to verify them with another mind. The other thing, I think the more you looked at the puzzle and started finding them out through the ciphers, I can't tell. I think some part of it was messing with my mind a little bit as well. So I will say, if you decide to take a look at it, to be careful. But I think I might be a little more eccentric than usual.
No, that's confirmed for sure.
Anyway, I was finding
Yes.
the thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna have to really go in depth with that later.
Oh, sure.
You're obviously of elven descent.
Unfortunately.
Do any of your kind happen to descend on, I don't know, children in peril with purple lights? Does that sound familiar?
You're aware of my kind, right?
Well, maybe beforehand. You may have researched prior to the schism.
Well, the Drow aren't known for being very wonderful or kind to children or to anyone else. So I have to say I'm at a loss in terms of my own people. But Let me see. He's gonna roll a history check. See if anything sounds familiar.
Roll high, roll high, roll high.
Oh, that's a natural 2, fellas.
Oh boy.
Inspiration!
Can you inspire yourself? Ian?
I mean, Irene, I believe you have the other inspiration if you wanted to use it, but it's up to you.
I'm not gonna do that for this.
We're gonna get attacked by something horrible.
Yeah.
I'll save it for the next time. Something with a mouth appears.
Yeah, our
Alright,
souls are being threatened.
Understood. But you asking? No, does not ring a bell. I don't think I've heard of elves particularly infatuated with children to the point of the need to protect them. Was the elf there?
Allegedly, psionically at least.
A psionic elf.
I'm just as confused as you are.
Okay.
That's
I've
the ask.
never heard of that fucking thing.
All right. Well, excellent. I'm not thinking of any spells that have purple light. Do you think of any, like off the top of your head?
Purple light.
I think we had different.
I have another question for you, real quick.
Sure.
Did this happen in the cave?
Outside the cave.
Outside the cave. What time is it?
You know, I was swallowed for a bit and paralyzed, so I imagine my internal clock is a little off.
Isn't the moon out?
He knows it's at night, but
Yeah.
can he discern like what time it is roughly?
You give a quick insight. See if you can see how good you can tell time while you're being eaten.
Sounds good. I've been being chewed for approximately 2 minutes. This is terrible.
This is terrible. Oh boy.
Hold on, I have to adjust this.
Yay!
Good God. Yeah. As you're kind of talking to him, you're like, all right, we got here pretty close to sunrise. So you're probably getting very, very close to it now after the fight and you guys running out. It's probably close to like 5:30ish a.m.
Okay, so yeah, but close to dawn.
Okay. He saw colors from the spell from a psionic elf at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird on a few levels, I think, right? Because if he can see through the dark, I'm assuming he has magic or regular.
He's a tabaxi, yes.
Right. Can't see color in the dark.
Typically, no.
Right. He saw color and talked to a dead, possibly dead.
So you're thinking he didn't see the color; it was just in his mind.
I'm thinking so.
Spirit.
Not entirely sure, of course.
Or it was an ability. I'm not here. Never mind.
An ability, or yeah. You ever just yeet yourself out of the conversation?
I'm not here.
I just like in an animation, he popped in Valen's head, or it's something. Oh, I'm not here.
I love it.
I love you, Vogel. You're the best.
I love you. Will. You're lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was just, I don't know. It was a long shot. I appreciate it. I'm going to ruminate a little bit on your particular issue with can you just give me a brief rundown of the civilizations that had those warnings?
Right. So first one was in Primordial, which is kind of the base level for all of the elementals. But every single letter was in a different base language of Primordial. So you had Orin first, Aquan after. Then he just kind of like breaks it down as it was going. And the more he speaks about it, the more you're realizing that like even word per word or letter per letter, it was turning into different languages or dialects of the same language. So it took quite a bit of research, probably just to even figure out what languages it was pulling from, let alone pulling together the whole message itself. And as he's explaining it, you're realizing that he had to find a pattern within the actual, like, the written words that were there, not even, like, going left to right, but just the way they were written on the page and finding those patterns and linking those up together. So not only that, but he mentioned some kind of possible magic interference with his mind. So it seemed like this was possibly very, very well guarded in some way. But he does his best to kind of explain it to you, and he actually kind of explained some of the the keys that he was able to find out. So if you're looking at it, you'll have a better idea of it. But towards the end of him explaining, he's like, but I don't have hands in this form, so don't have that anymore. But I did memorize most of it, so we just, write things down at a later time. We can figure that out.
Yeah, well, we can definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
We got two in there.
Don't peek! Don't peek! Don't peek!
Winners, I just realized that I made a mistake during that communication, and I forgot to begin it with Valen.
Aww.
So there's your delayed Valen.
Thank you.
Shout out. No problem.
All right, Valen will end this by just relaying back. I have no idea what that means. I'm working on it though, and I'll see you soon.
Would
Valen? Why not?
Oh.
What were you saying?
Oh no, go ahead. I didn't want to stop anyone.
Oh, you're good.
I was gonna say, would Zawadi have any knowledge of what goddess and or creature would be communicating with this Tabaxi baby?
You do mention it to him, and he kind of just shakes his head. Unfortunately, I'm unfamiliar with that.
Interesting.
Ryland's he's gonna kind of do it too for a while that's going on. He's gonna ask Kambish. Remember when we found the V guy that I can't say? Vroom vroom.
Aurora.
Can't say it, man.
It's been a while. I'm out of practice. We haven't seen him in a hot minute. We sent him home. He's living a happy life.
Oh my
What about that moon goddess thing? What's her name? Does that have anything to... I don't know where we left off with that, but for some reason I'm remembering her.
You had a few moon goddesses that you were into.
Yoriana.
Was it Yoriana, the one the statuesque?
Yes, that was
the
Yoriana.
moving statue.
Yeah.
Which
Which I would say actually, just by coming back, you recognize that Valen has her symbol like on his chest.
Dope.
Yeah. But he's not with you right now, but you did know.
Yeah, but I remembered it. Yeah.
But,
I seen it and I wanted it.
Sorry, Ryland, what were you saying?
He's just. You remember the swirling, the colors that were swirling around him when we first met him?
Uh-huh.
Was it similar to that?
I didn't have color around me.
But you saw the color go through the spell?
Yes.
Interesting. Speaking of color, Duvessa.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how they relate, but yes.
Completely different morning. Is Rusi's eyes normal or are they white?
They look normal. You do know that unless they're stunned,
Okay.
eyes seem to look normal.
So we met. Oh man, where do I start? We met so many things out here. One of them is a big giant asshole. His name is fucking B something. Holy shit. Fucking big hole.
I have a lot of things to tell you, and I don't know what it is. Hold on.
The Melodious Master? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
We're getting there. We're
I
getting
know
there.
exactly who he's talking about.
SoundCloud rapper.
Budai.
Budai.
Oh, he's yeah.
I knew it started with a B. I was right. Anyway,
dead.
Sounds delightful.
Budai. He was wandering the soul in the desert as a class man. We turned him back to human form, which was a bad mistake on our part. He stole money from one of our friends, disappeared, attacked us. He has a sword, a silver sword, which Valen has his own mad theories about. You remember those. He's just kind of like pausing for a second. He's like, whatever you do, please do not let yourself or Wamiti get hit by, not Wamiti, fucking Zawadi.
Zawadi. Gotcha.
Don't let Zavala get hit.
Don't let him get hit with what exactly? A sword?
The silver sword.
Aha. That is very important.
You get captured almost, tagged for this individual referred to as the Melodious Master.
Oh my god.
I would not want him to know of yourself or Zwali.
He sounds delightful. Thank you.
He's very much not. He's a dick. They're both dicks.
He's a bad SoundCloud rapper.
But yes, they're our latest issue at hand. And if you are tagged Oh, the music started playing again.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it stopped because I had it really low, and then I was like, ah, dang it. Sorry.
I was gonna ask you about it earlier, but things were rolling.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
please
did I
let me
mess
know
something
next
up?
time.
Wait, how do I
Um,
get to the music?
Watch together. I'll send you the link.
Kindly send you the links. Both of them. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you get hit by it, the Melodious Master will see you. He has very cute eyelashes, according to Valen. He would not stop talking about him after he saw it. Anyways, he'll freeze you. He'll observe you. There's some weird shit going on. We found out Valen has siblings. They're actually nice. What
I mean,
else?
actually, Valen's delightful.
Valen's delightful, but the fact that he has siblings and they're nice is, those are two dice against.
That's a good point.
He's being racist.
It's also racist.
It is.
Fuck out of here. Anywho, every now and then he decides to watch on whoever's tagged and they get stunned until he just sees fit that they're no longer stunned. Valen's found ways to fuck with his magic realm pocket thing, and he hasn't liked that, and thankfully we haven't been stunned since. But, assume he's always watching, and please, 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 none of you get hit.
You're forgetting something, sir.
You're not here yet.
I'm not here.
I know you're not.
He's just
You're
Can't hear them.
It's one of those, like, it's so much stuff that I'm just like, he casts the fucking elaboration, whatever the fuck it's called.
exposition.
Exposition. Thank you.
Elaboration.
I cast elaboration. Behold.
But I can't do that because you weren't there. So
Yeah.
exposition.
Oh, man.
listen here. Maybe had a long month.
Oh.
Hey,
Huh.
hey, man.
I'm so
hey.
sorry.
You
Oh.
were there for Bread Lady, right?
Yes.
So Donnie,
I think so.
see, I remember
Donnie.
something. Get out of here.
Good job. Yeah.
That was very good.
I remember something.
Lennox was just off screen. All I saw was Valen. It was freaking ominous.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
You remember that demon lady that was following me around and put that mean thing on my back?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
She's also doesn't just look like her. She looks like other things. What else is important right now? We have a shit ton of. I'm sorry. What? I'm interrupting you.
No, I was saying shapeshifting, or what do you mean?
She's a demon and
Succubus.
a succubus. Yes. Thank
Succubus.
you.
Bitch.
She also charmed her, and she wasn't happy
Hey,
about
look, I don't know if she's all that bad, to be honest. She could have harmed me. She didn't. She had
Point
plenty
in
of
case.
opportunity to like steal my soul or something,
Uh-huh.
but
Point
she
in
just
case.
wanted to chat.
that. Also, do you know anything about Pelona?
About what?
Oh my god.
Pelona.
Roll
I
a
don't think I do.
religion check with advantage.
Me or
You. Yeah.
well, sorry, the music started as you said roll the blank check. So I heard everything but what the check is. What am I rolling?
Religion.
I'm sorry. You said
Religion.
advantage.
Oh, my favorite subject. Yeah, right?
You
What'd you
said
say?
my favorite subject.
I'm real religious with my zero religion.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Can't seem to yet. Oh, there it is. Actually, that's really not bad. That's
Yeah,
Don't be
at advantage
religious
roll one
today.
more time because you rolled high and it real well, but yeah, I did give
This
you
happens
advantage.
is not telling you why you have advantage.
One more time.
Oh, one momento. Sorry, I have to switch screens.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
The music's beautiful. Oh, damn it.
No, you rolled really well. That was great.
Woo!
You are absolutely familiar with Talona. She is a deity that doesn't necessarily have followers.
Mhm.
Most of the time when people reference her, it's actually when they are poisoned or they're about to poison someone else, and
Okay.
she is the deity of poison and diseases.
I would
So
not
a lot of
believe
people,
that.
most people pray to her when they are poisoned, kind of like, please spare me. I know you're the goddess of poisons or whatever, but like,
Mhm.
let me make it through this. Or diseases the same kind of way.
Mhm.
But considering your speciality, you've known that there are certain deities that might align with what you do and maybe make it better. And you've had a few associates of yours follow Talona because as a assassin, poisons are very helpful. So if you're about to go on a job, it wouldn't be unusual for one of your assassin friends to pray to her before going off on a hit or trying to poison somebody. But you're pretty familiar with her. You weren't a follower yourself, but you've met plenty.
Insight check. I'm kidding.
Maya did not know that Duvessa was an assassin.
Yes, and
I will scrub this from my brain.
Yeah, I was like, you still don't.
No, you still don't.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello, Ned.
That was like the sweetest, softest meow.
We wish to see the Nubbly.
He's coming.
Nubbly. Oh, hey.
That evil shadow, baby. I love him.
No.
Good evening, Ned. Good evening.
You gotta present him like what Rafiki Foos.
No, I feel bad just like letting his body.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very comfortable.
She
for
knows
him.
I'm kidding. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I know. But we always try and support his legs when we can.
Poor baby. Yes.
Anyway, that's the info dump that you get, Duvessa, when she's like, "Do you know Talona?" And you're like, "Yes, I do."
Do they know that? I'm gonna be like, yes, I do. The goddess of poison. Blah blah blah. And just
They know bits and pieces, but you're not entirely sure. They clearly know of Talona, but I don't. Most of them don't know about your past and everything. So obviously, it's up to you how much you want to say.
I mean,
depending on your reaction, depends on what Ryland's gonna share.
I'm gonna be like, I know a fair share about poisons, and I know she is the goddess of poisons, actually. And I'll just kind of mention. I won't really say the assassin's part, but I'll mention everything else. I don't, she's shady. She doesn't like one and one together.
Well, she's responsible for this, and I can't remember if he's shown you his. He's been more comfortable lately showing it now that he understands why it is, but he's going to show you his scarred face.
Aww.
Or his bad morph bullshits.
Yeah. As he takes off his helmet, his regular kind of furball blue skin and fur seems to be marked with 3 things. 2 of them are Talona's holy symbol, basically.
Unholy.
Unholy symbol. It seems to take up like almost all of one cheek and most of his forehead, because the symbol itself is a triangle with 3 drops of like poison. Well, I can't quite remember. But it takes up most of his forehead, most of this one cheek, and the other cheek, in the kind of same shape as the other one, seems to just be a V.
Also, are you familiar with the initials V? Dot? V dot? V?
No, you are unfamiliar with that.
Don't think so.
May or may not be related.
Is this something that can be helped, or?
Yeah, we've dispatched one of 4. I don't even know what you'd call them. Accomplices. One's nearby, supposedly. One was a. Valen will tell you all about it.
Valen and the crew at this point have arrived. So you guys, Quadrillo, Nirja, Valen, and Treebender have come outside to meet everyone.
Is there a way she can take a closer look at his face really quickly? Perception-wise or something?
For you can make an investigation check if you'd like.
But how am I investigating? What am I touching his face?
I mean, if you're just staring at it, sure. I mean, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Just the fact that it's related to poisons, and I just wanted to get a little more information if it was something that could be helped or something that is hindering him or giving him more power or whatever. I don't know.
Sure.
Any type of clue.
As you're investigating, then he'll think that you're interested in.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of like lean in and be like,
he'll allow you to analyze and whatnot, but he's gonna be sometimes not at my own will. We met some Quetzalcoatls. They needed assistance. They were long story, but anyways, they wouldn't let me remember until they were freed, if you will, because of her influence. And a couple nights ago, I disappeared. Came back, and that one turned into a V. So someone's fucking with me, and I don't know what to do.
So she's focusing on what he's saying and not what she's seeing.
Exactly. He starts talking, and you're like, "Yeah, wow, that's weird." When you do finally look at it, it really looks like it's a tattoo, like a beautifully intricate, like perfect tattoo. But you can't really make out anything other than that. As you said, you were kind of just distracted with what he was saying. You were just taking that in.
It looks like this, and I'll show you in the group chat here once I find the photo.
The poto.
The photo.
Yeah, the one I did forever ago.
Forever ago.
But Valen and Nirja, you guys catch up with the group and kind of hear them, kind of hear Ryder kind of catch up Duvessa on parts of your experience. And Duvessa obviously seems to be listening.
I was gonna ask, does do Kambish and like Rusi display any new stuff on them? Like any new wounds, scratches,
Go ahead for give me a perception check.
lingering magical auras, perhaps?
Very
Lingering.
Perception check.
Okay.
That's what Nirja is also kind of looking for, but she also really wants to tell Kambish, how proud she is of him. And
Yeah, I guess. Can I also do a perception with no band?
Irene's just kind of like looking at the book. Ryder, shut up!
Not a band.
Based on your everyone trying to help you, I'll say that you can either roll again, or you can have Duvessa or Nirja roll one perception roll.
Duvessa, please.
Yes.
That's got some good eyes.
Yes, she does. So should I do Perceptiones then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Advantage or no?
Just a flat roll. This is kind of your advantage together because she rolled one and then you roll the other.
I believe in you.
Okay. What about my Zawadi dude? Because he's looking about.
I don't think he's looking at the child for any.
What if he's sniffins? Didn't mind it.
The cheese we're fishing for. No, go ahead. Oh my!
Oh shit! You have a
Didn't even need it.
10?
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
That's beautiful.
This is kind of a weird experience for you anyway, because like you just met this child, you don't necessarily know what's normal and what's not. Also, that dog is made of leaves, and as her tail is going, you're watching like the leaves kind of flitter off them. You've met Lucy before, but like you haven't really taken a moment to really like study her. As you're looking at her, you're like, oh, you're one weird, glowy, beautiful dog. But as you see her, like she seems fine. You don't see any nicks, mars, or anything unusual on her. And same with Kambish. The more you look at him, the more you're like, that looks like a healthy tabaxi child. He seems fine.
Wow.
Nothing that catches your eye.
I think she's gonna find that a little suspicious, considering the danger in which they were just in, and she's gonna possibly investigate the what are they called? The Jeromes.
The Jerome corpses.
The Jeromes, right?
So she's just gonna take a look at the bodies and kind of investigate what's going on with that.
All right. I'm gonna keep your perception check for that, just because you're like you looked at one thing and then you're going to look at it and like.
Oh, sweet! Thank you so much.
Sure, no problem. Like they're not also that far from each other because he climbed down, so you can see them there at the moment. You do manage to see what everyone else saw, which was kind of like the piercing damage that has been done to them. There's a few darts from a crossbow bolt that you can see that are in them. One of the bolts still seems to be in the body because Kambish was probably incapable of taking it out. The wound is kind of fucked up because it looks like he tried to get it out and just gave up. It was like, you keep that one, that's fine.
Is she trying to finish it out, or that's not really her thing?
It does look like it was broken in his attempt to pull it out, so that he realized it was a lost cause and was like, all right, let's just
hilarious.
that one there.
Irene's going to actually take a second and look at Valen with suspicious eyes, like, didn't the other ones melt?
Oh,
No.
Did they?
No, I speaking of which, as soon as she says that, he leans over to Rylan and be like, "You still got that hatchet, man?"
I assume yes.
Why you dark?
Hatchet?
Well,
Did he come back?
I had the hatchet.
we're getting paid by the hands and stuff for Kurugu, so
Oh.
get to work, man.
Nirja is going to chime in and say, I had the hatchet. I was helping you.
I apologize.
Thank you.
If you could please help me with this.
Yes.
But
Valen, I need you to tone down the dark.
Kambish is still here.
He used to be a necromancer.
Yoriana, guide him.
I love
she's
that.
part of her domain is death. I'm
He's
okay.
aware.
Irene's gonna be like, "Hey, so tell me about the lady and the weird purple stuff you saw," and try to draw him away from
I love that.
Give it a quick performance check. Let's see how well you're doing.
Tell me everything about your heroic moment, because taking down these four couldn't have been easy for just the two of you. I mean, you're
very
amazing, but wow.
Seriously.
Valen's gonna check in with Oryx and see if he saw anything weird.
Okay.
Or if he, more importantly, if he saw specifically Kambish cast a spell.
Sounds good. All right. So with your performance check, you are absolutely able to distract the child. Who, like, as you're talking, you can see he's like just kind of happy to see you, and it's like, okay, you guys
Aw.
made it. It's nice having you guys talk. Like now that it's not necessarily about like what happened, what's going on, he's like,
Yeah, you guys are back.
but you're able to distract him, no problem. As you talk to Oryx, he responds, "Well, I was circling most of the time, but yeah, when the fighting broke out, I was gonna head towards you, but it finished real fast. He did shoot things, but I think I heard crunching at some point, like a body being crunched, and yeah, it didn't last much longer after that."
Did you see an alligator dog?
Yeah.
You mean the big thing that made the clouds?
Yes.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Was it Big B's big teeth?
How you doing, buddy? You all right? You need anything?
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. You see him like perch on your shoulder. It's we're going back to the city anytime soon.
No.
Yes, very soon.
He does this.
Yeah. Thank you. And then
He
he'll
just kind of
just
nods
go.
quickly. But yeah, Duvessa, as you kind of continue to study some of the bodies, you are seeing bludgeoning damage done to some of them. One in particular, who's sort of face down, you kind of like kick him over with your boot just to get a better look at it, and his whole chest cavity looks like it just got caved in, almost like something imploded his rib cage from the inside. And
That
you
ain't
can see
normal.
that from the way he fell and just like the tracks behind him, it looks like it happened mid-run and then he just collapsed afterwards.
God.
The body was just there. You also do see a dart puncture wound in his neck. But that one in particular, you're like, oh, okay. And looking up at the body that was also on the side of the mountain, like the cave wall side, it looks like it was just smashed into the wall itself. Like it's at a slight incline, but it looked like it was hit against it with such force that it's like pinned to that spot. It should normally be able to slide down with just gravity itself, but it was smashed so hard against that rock that it just
Serious force. So
Then is, I think Kambish is a bond spawn.
this is some serious amount of damage. Here.
Yeah, I don't.
And she's gonna reiterate a little bit. Just, I mean, I'm sure others have noticed that too, but she's gonna reiterate the specifics of what she just saw and how the body didn't slide down and the imploded cavity in the chest.
Yeah, he'll collaborate by saying Oryx said he heard crunching.
Crunching. I mean, it's not far fetched considering the state of these.
But he didn't see it.
What are you doing?
Hey, Kodrono.
He's passed out.
Oh no!
Kodrono's
Yeah.
mom.
Cuddling.
She used a sword, right?
Who used the sword?
His mom, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Really
It's the same voice, and we all get it.
Okay, so Kodrono. So it's likely not his mom unless she also has a mace for some reason that she likes to concave midgets' chests with.
She also really liked to be on fire.
Oh, I know. Nurja,
Hmm?
can you get me like a ulna from one of these guys?
A pardon?
An
Oh
ulna,
my God.
the bone.
Okay, Vugly does
forearm
know that.
bone.
Maybe Nurja does.
Yo, I was mad confused by that.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
I got
That is
I got you now.
You're necromancing too hard, bruh.
The radius radiates over the
Nope.
ulna.
all the way down to the patient.
Valen's like, give me the ulna, and you're just literally like, the what?
She points to this bone. Like, I need one of these
Okay.
bones.
The bigger bone.
Oh, okay, all right.
My friend might be able to figure out what happened here.
The twisty twist.
Sizes. playing around with the arm and seeing where.
Anybody want any barbecue?
Yeah, it's not. It is not a problem for Nirja. You're able to collect. I'd say you're able to collect 2 intact ones. The one whose chest cavity was fucked, and the one against the mountain is. All of them are broken or somehow damaged, but you're able to get 2 intact ones from the other 2 bodies.
Awesome.
I
And
feel sorry for these fools.
while Nirja is doing that, can she just quickly check to see if there are any like teeth piercing marks, any teeth marks? She's looking for like some kind of indication of how they were crushed.
Okay. I would say just from knowing that they were like one of them seemed to be imploded, it doesn't seem to suggest teeth. Just because that would just be a crunching kind of thing, as opposed to like it looks like a point inside the body, like pulled the bones on the outside in at that point.
I see. Damn. Okay, sorry I interrupted you, Maya.
Valfar, you're gonna get a message from Irene while Kambish is like adamantly explaining something.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey,
Okay.
Valfar, what color do you visualize your psychic blades being when you strike things with them?
Red?
Ed, do you ever see other colors?
No?
Does he know about
Why?
the
Trying to figure out what the source of that magic was. You were saying, Kambish?
And then the one came up the mountain.
And he just goes back to talking to you happily. But yeah, that would be accurate. Valafar hasn't had the pleasure of meeting other psionically gifted rogues, so he's like, I make red ones. That's all I know.
Red is dead.
Yes.
Were y'all done in the cave? Do we need to head back in there for any reason? I just want to make sure these 2 are okay.
Yeah.
Weak ass.
There might be some more items in the pile there. We were pulling out a few magic items of interest. By the way, does anybody here want a piggy bank?
What?
Balin takes it out, like pushes the button to have it like turn
That
into
is
And you guys watch
how adorable.
the pink sphere just sort of like it just pops into shape, and you see a small little piggy just kind of waggling its little curly tail in his hand. It's not very big, but it's just happily looks up and is oinking very softly and looking at it.
Irene's gonna look down at that and be like, "Oh, that's adorable," and then have a sinister grin on her face, and just be like, "We should teach Rylan how to count money."
I know how to count.
Perfect.
This would be very good for Ryland, I think.
I know how to
It could be your first little piggy bank, Rylan.
Yes.
respect.
Learn how to manage money.
Nirja is 100% serious, by the way. She thinks it's a great idea.
Are we going back or are we going home?
We need to, I would say, go back just to check on some stuff in case we missed anything. I also want to go back and grab some bones of interest.
I thought you were done with this.
We got there's stories
He
to be
has
told here.
He has a new friend.
Oh, your imaginary friend. Got
I
it.
saw the look on your face when you lit that candle, mister. Don't act like this doesn't bear fruit.
Yeah, they got snuffed out immediately. Like I was able to get 2 swings in. Come on.
That's not my fault or my friend's fault.
don't believe
Actually,
you.
I would like to maybe get another Dragonborn bone and see if your imaginary friend can find any information on what happened to him or her.
Riley's gonna whisper to Nirja, he's not imaginary.
I'm being facetious.
You should learn how to count money. Come on, come on. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Ryland, this is perfect for you.
Riley's gonna pick Kambish up and put him on Irene's head.
Hey, Kambish, don't you agree?
It is very
You should learn how to
uncomfortable for
count
both
money,
of them
right?
because his legs are sitting on parts of her hair. So Irene's like, and like the rest of her hair is like floating in his face. So he's like, I'm having a good time.
Nirja then picks him up and puts him on her own head.
He then starts turning your horns.
Yeah, I think one more once over, grab a few bones.
All right, let's go.
And then
We won't have to like run back in, but whoever's going in and is going to search, you can go ahead and give me your investigation checks. And if there's anything, if it's just like you're grabbing a bone from the pile, you can obviously just grab that easy enough. You don't.
I hit it. I
There
did.
was some
20.
Nice.
nice, very nice. There was
Wait,
there's some what's it called? Interesting like creature bones you were saying on the way down.
Yes. Do you want to grab some of those?
Yeah, I'd want to grab at least one of those.
Okay, sounds good. You can go ahead and yep, there you go. There you go.
Good
I'm gonna follow you guys just because I can go real fast with Zoc and Nobanian. I mean, not Nobanian. Zoc!
It's okay.
Nobanian rolls off the tongue.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I'll help you guys.
Sure. I mean,
Sounds good.
the whole group goes back. Like you don't.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
look for some
Okay,
too.
All right.
Honestly, it's probably better if we all go back to. Well, is Kambish gonna be okay down there? Is it really grizzly down there?
I mean,
Could be
I
alright.
mean, like it's dried bones,
Just bones.
so it's not.
Oh, okay, yeah, bring him down. What the heck?
Okay.
It's on my head.
So the whole team goes back.
Well,
Yeah.
he has to draw the circle on something hard. Like he doesn't want to do it on sand. So
No, that's fine. That is totally fine. Everybody who is searching, I already got Nirjas, Irenes, and Valens. Give me another.
Ho,
Hey,
son.
that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, you want me to roll again? Is that what you said, or
Yes, if you're searching through the bodies. If you're not, you don't have to worry about it.
investigation or?
Investigation, correct.
Got you. Sorry, because I didn't see what everyone rolled. It's
That's okay, don't worry.
right
It's
now.
just a bunch of people diving headfirst into bodies.
Should I roll twice? One
Wait,
for
are we
the
doing it?
companion or no?
If Zawadi is searching, you can roll for him too. If he doesn't have investigation, you can just click his
Edit 10. Thank you.
Are
Oh
we doing like the Scrooge McDuck?
no!
Oh,
No,
Duvessa,
hey,
no.
Oh
I
no.
don't know what it is.
Don't
I'm not
forget-
gonna look.
Don't forget, we're all
gonna-
together, so we have advantage.
Oh yeah, those of
the
you who
four
have
of us.
rings.
And then
Yeah.
also, Clues Ryland's using his detect magic to assist.
Okay, sounds good. Whoever has the rings, you get advantage on your inspiration investigation check. So if you only rolled once, roll again.
I have.
I mean,
Damn it! It's a lower DC though. That
It is.
magic. It's
No, it
super low. You know, in fact, that's where the 7 came in again. There's another 7, by the way. It's on the disadvantage roll. Have at it.
I love you guys. This is amazing. All right. Who else had the ring?
Irene.
Irene.
I think
But-
Cadrono,
oh,
Irene, Nerja, and
I did?
Ryland?
All right, so Nirja, you can roll one more time.
I don't
Whoever
think
sees
I had the ring.
if you see in your magic item list, that's
No,
I thought,
not me.
or was it Valen? I don't think we gave it to Valen because he automatically has advantage.
Yeah.
yeah. Valafar, Flandy, Irene is who I have listed here. I don't know if there was a third.
Oh yeah, I see it. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if it was a group item.
I mean, you can roll again. You got a natural 20, so I don't know if you'll
If
get
he
Yeah.
gets another 20, does he get something special, like a trip to Disneyland?
if he
You're
gets
on
another
something.
natural 20, he'll get another fantastic item.
Oh.
But you guys didn't. I don't think I see a fourth one listed here. So if you want, you can give it to someone else at the moment. I'd say they've had it the whole time because it's not attunement based. So you can just kind of give it to someone and say that they get advantage on whoever you'd like. But don't jump in at once. I'll go get those items for you. Hold on.
I feel like I think we gave it to Cadrono.
Yeah.
I thought so too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll put it on him for now. Hold on. Here you go.
Here, Duvessa, have this. We found it on a hyena.
What is it?
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Well, actually, a hyena, I guess,
already
merchant.
found that.
Merchant with hyenas. gave
Now,
me.
in what world is it okay to go to your friend and be like, "Here, we found this on a hyena"?
This one.
Yes, thank you.
Seriously?
How delightful.
Oh my god, that is awesome. All right, Valafar, as you're digging through this, what you find is a little bit smaller than you were expecting. But as you start to pull it out from the bodies, you see that it was actually around the bones of a wrist of some kind, a humanoid wrist, that is. But as you kind of unclasp it and take it off, you realize that this seems to be like a hand crossbow of some kind, but just in the wrist form. So rather than kind of holding something, you could simply just close your fist and it would shoot.
Oh shit.
But it also clearly seems to have some magic properties that you can't quite recognize right now. but it does have 2 rings that go over the middle finger that actually recognize when you close your fist. So that's how it would shoot and the mechanism behind it. But it looks like a tiny little crossbow on a little like bracelet kind of thing.
Kambish,
Very
you got a
cool.
new toy.
All right. He announces that to the group. Hey, I think I found a new weapon here. It's like some kind of like stealth crossbow. Very neat.
Can Duvessa take a peek?
Yeah, it
She notices.
it's very much what I described as like it's just sort of that bracelet with the little how apparently it shoots somehow. But clearly there's more to it. The mechanism itself looks pretty simple. It looks like, you know, you pull that trigger and it'll shoot and fire that way. But you both are kind of curious as to what else it can do. Because maybe it's just a +1 weapon that hits a little bit harder than usual, or maybe it has some attribute. But unfortunately, you would need to identify to figure that part out.
Okay.
Which would be a spell.
I don't have.
But Duvessa, as you're doing that, like you're like, oh, what's that? That I'm gonna say that's the cause of your natural 1 for investigation, because Valifar's like, look what I found. You're like, wow. so you kind of pulled off and looked at that.
Sounds good.
And at that exact same time, Zawadi in the background, like you were kind of distracted, but everyone else watches as the blue lion just sticks his whole face into the pile.
Does Rusi get to look too?
Yeah, fuck it, go for it. Investigation check for
Yeah.
Rusi. Yeah, she's
Keep going,
looking
though,
too. Go for it. But Zawadi digs his whole face in there and comes back out with something in his jaws, and he kind of gently puts it down. And as you're looking at it, it's a stuffed animal.
What?
Magic stuffed animal. And as you look at it and you turn it around, it looks like a typical owl bear. It does not have the colors of Treebender, but it seems to be a stuffed owl bear.
Really?
Yep.
And it's magical. It's so cute.
This is for our this is for our shopkeep friend, and help us make the armor maybe.
Yeah. She'd love that. That's
Okay.
She had a
lovely.
name, Nenners, and it was Mukami.
Just gonna.
And
Did you say it?
Mukami.
Yay! Good job.
And the owl bear friend was Waku.
Yes.
Oh,
John always told me that he pronounced it. I was pronouncing it incorrectly, and that it was wacko.
Yes.
Just because your character can't count doesn't mean you have to correct me on names.
I know, right? All right.
Your character
so,
can't read in a different campaign. Nenners, hell up.
individually, you guys didn't have like high enough rolls, but I'm gonna say that Irene and Rusi whispered her investigation.
Yeah,
It was
it
relatively high. So I'm gonna say, like, Irene, you were looking in a pile, and you weren't really finding anything worth note or anything at all. It was just bones and bones and bones. And then at that time where you're like, maybe I'm not gonna find anything, Rusi just kind of playing around accidentally like tips over like one of the piles of the bones, and as she does, you see a very small looking gold piece of jewelry gleaming on the ground, and you're able to kind of get your fingers in there and get it out. You see Rusi leaning over you, but you can't hear her because she's not communicating with anyone right now, but she looks very happy because it looks like she might have spotted it and she accidentally bumped into it rather than reaching in delicately, but you guys were able to find it. And as you pull it up, it seems to be an ear cuff of some kind that goes on the outside of the ear, but it seems to be in the shape of a mermaid. Her arm seems to be holding the top of your ear, and then her tail kind of wraps around the bottom.
Oh, that's cool.
Appropriate for you.
Manchi.
But that's what you find. Valen, I'm assuming your investigation is more about the bones, right? Or were you going for items too?
Yeah, it was just for bones. He's trying to find some cool bones.
Sure thing. I'll say that in looking in the area, there's plenty of sort of monstrous creatures that are there. But there's a humanoid-ish one that seems to be mostly kind of regular human jaw, regular human cheekbones. But it seems to have 6 eyes, and you see the empty sockets for 3 eyes on each side, and then the regular sort of forehead and lack of nose, which is normal in a skull. But the eyes kind of catch you off guard, and you're like, what is that? But that's what you pick up. That one catches your attention.
Thank you. All right, so 6-eyed humans. Here we go.
Hey, Foods.
Great. Yes.
Does this ear cuff like recall anything in her memory? Like she's gonna see if she can, do some arcana on it, see if it's familiar or
I would actually say for you, you could do well. Arcana's probably better for you. I was going to say history or Arcana, whichever's higher for you.
Okay, I'm gonna do the, you know, actually they're the same. I do history for once.
That was amazing.
Here we go.
Oh no! I was actually
All right.
right. No, hold on. Right before you were about to roll, I was going to say you have advantage because of your background. So
Oh,
please
okay.
roll one more time.
The derpy voice. Made it perfect for the crit fail. I'm gonna roll Arcana this time. Because they're the
Wait.
same.
Can
They're
you
literally the
say it
same.
like confidently though, so that the derpy voice doesn't influence the roll?
Yo, I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
some fucking Arcana this time.
There you go.
Hey, that's it. Yeah!
Excellent.
Damn straight.
That's
I
all
don't
you
remember
needed.
shit,
Tell
but let
that
me look
shit.
at this real close though.
As you're looking at it, you're like, I think it's a mermaid, right? Whatever, who knows? But then the more you look at it, the more you're like, oh wait, hold on, it's not quite a mermaid. It looks like a siren. And the more you look at it, the more you're like, all right, if it's magical and it's in reference to a siren, sirens are notorious for their ability to charm. So maybe this has something to do with that ability. But that's a siren.
Congratulations, you get a free coffee a day.
Valen.
Maya, what game have we been playing a lot?
We've been playing mini games a lot. Pillars of Po.
Specifically one where there
Pillars
was a siren. Do you remember what happened when she put on that thing?
Oh, remember that was one of the cutscenes that Felipe ruined.
Who's Felipe?
Anyway, I believe that is
I
everybody.
wasn't there when it happened, whatever that was.
Brother didn't find anything with his detect magic said face.
No, I'm sorry. It
So
did.
Wait.
It did lower the DC, but I'm sorry, it wasn't quite high enough. Like,
Hold up.
I didn't find anything either.
In that detect magic?
well, his detect magic would still have to like see around and through things. So, like I said, it lowers the DC because he can see if it's glowing or not. But he just didn't.
Oh.
He wasn't looking in the right spots. He was digging at the wrong areas. Wasn't able to find anything.
Oh. So
But he
sorry.
was able to confirm that everything that everyone picked up was magical.
Then I'm keeping my summon Valen. So
Okay, sounds good. Just kind of so I can wrap this up hopefully soon. Is there anything anyone else wants to do here before I assume Valen puts his circle down?
Find something magical.
Oh!
everybody's got the derpy voice to say it's great.
I guess with that, Radley will probably like pick away at a couple things and not see anything of magic, I guess. And
Yeah,
I guess we'll kind of ponder the larger bones. You said something earlier about how the vibrations was potentially changing the landscape, but maybe he could deduce what creatures were there before and maybe what caused it.
Okay. Oh boy. Survival check? I suppose?
Give me an everything check.
Give me literally everything. Go down your list and click every attribute you got. Were you gonna say
Seriously,
something?
good job.
What?
I thought Bogly was gonna say something, and I was like, you can't.
Yeah. Could Nirja like identify another dragonborn bone?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you did roll, didn't you?
I got a 20.
Oh, it's above his Furbolg magic. I lost it. Okay,
Yeah, dirty
sorry,
20,
yeah.
right?
I do see it. Were you looking only for the dragonborn skulls?
A dragonborn bone, not necessarily a skull, but if she does find a skull, bonus. But she does want to get another bone that Valen's imaginary friend can look at.
Okay, the bones specifically, there's a lot, and you can kind of get lost in it. But I would say with your 20, you're probably able to unearth 2 more skulls that are recognizable. You can find claws and such, but your medicine check wasn't like wildly high, if I remember correctly, when you were checking for other things too.
It was not.
Yeah, like in terms of the rest of the body, for the most part, most dragonborns are relatively humanoid, so a lot of them would look similar. Like the spine of one wouldn't look totally different than the spine of another. So in just identifying, you're able to definitely find 2 more dragonborn skulls.
Okay. Right, but she was mostly looking for, well, yes, dragonborn skulls as a plus, but she was also just looking for like a smaller bone that she could also just take with her because she can't differentiate between the skeletons.
I mean, they do have different features, like their horns and such are different, and like you as a dragonborn would know that the colors often kind of change the structure of the horns,
Right.
Or even the jaw shape itself. But like once you have all of them, you can certainly sit there and try and identify every single one of them. But they're different from skull to skull.
Right. That's not what I'm talking about. What she just wants a small bone because she knows that it's just going to be scraped, and she wants the skulls to be
For Jub.
intact.
I got you. Okay.
So that she can bury those.
Okay. So you do not find 2 skulls.
Okay.
You instead find 1 claw.
Okay. So 5 dragonborn skulls in the claw. Okay, good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I will also say that you do know that you've had the plot to do it, but you've like had Jub use his tools, and then they've mended the skull or the bone back to full health anyway. So it wouldn't necessarily be permanently damaged.
Right.
And Nirja would know that, but anyway, you have that. And you were doing your survival check to try and figure some shit out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of old stuff that's going on, like the fight that you guys were in sort of like trampled some of the dirt and stuff, which is not all that weird. But the bones of the big creatures themselves, you're starting to think that they were probably here before maybe the cave was even formed. And you're not entirely sure about how to even start thinking about how long ago that was. But they're probably ancient.
Are there any of them that he could perhaps pocket?
Well, they're relatively large.
Yeah.
You could probably break off a piece and pocket that, but the rest of them, not so much. Even smaller body parts like claws or teeth or knuckles are enormous.
I'll try to find whatever one he deciphers is the oldest, and he's gonna put his hand on it and do the "forgive me, but I'm curious." And then he's gonna take his effort and smash it.
Oh my god! Like, you can do it; it's no problem. But roll me because I just want to see like how smoothly that goes.
How close is Kadrono?
I don't imagine he's right next to the bone that you're praying to. Give me advantage, brother. Oh, come on. That's literally the same roll you had a second ago. Well, total, not roll.
Yeah, no bless.
No, it's okay. It's not as clean of a break as it could have been, but it'll do. It's all right.
It was one of those like half power, half respect.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. Okay.
But he'll take whatever piece he gets and deposit it into the bag of holding until he can give it to Balin later.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to get done while they're here?
Oh my god, look at this cat.
What?
All right, cool.
Is he on your lap?
Are we in a cave?
Yes, you're in a cave. You guys went back in. It's the same cave that you were.
I have a quick question.
Oh.
Look at that cat.
How is Kambish managing in this field of bones? Does he need consoling?
He just kind of looks like surprised because he's like, "That's a lot. That's a lot."
Did he find anything?
He's not looking. No, he's
David.
really not. He's just kind of like hanging out near everyone and just like, wow. Like, thankfully, because there doesn't seem to be any viscera or gore, it doesn't seem to be bothering him very much. It's just more the idea of like, this is a lot of people. And as he's looking through it, he kind of just looks back at you guys and is like,
You guys did a good thing. Dude, it looks like a lot of people died to this.
They did.
And a lot of souls are returned.
Yeah.
Or released.
Good
She's
job.
Thank you.
Valen starts drawing.
okay.
Circle.
Is there anything weird about the cave since this is my first technically time seeing it?
It is strange just because of the size of it. Most caves are kind of winding and narrow and relatively small, but this almost seems to have its own like landscape, almost like an ecosystem within it. There seems to be vegetation that had dried out and died years and years and years ago, but they still kind of seem to be holding on for dear life down there. But it's just strange because something about it feels kind of out of place, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Can she take a look around, but ask? I mean, has anybody investigated the caves before? She's gonna kind of ask them, guys. Do you know anything weird about these caves? They look a little off.
That goes for everything here in this desert. We were kind of focusing on the fight first, but
Makes sense.
now that
But
I see it,
any foreseen dangers?
I think these bones were here before the cave was formed, and I can't figure out how long ago that was. So I broke off a piece, and we're gonna give it to Valen's friend, who can read the bones.
Makes sense. Fuzi, did you say there was like some kind of crystal like along the caves before when we were running through?
Not crystals. They were
Or tears?
like tiers of lands. Like
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you meant like I don't know why I imagined it like crystal like tears.
okay, I was like, I don't know. Like there's different lands.
No, I know what you mean now.
Yeah,
Tears,
it's-
tears.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
TIER.
Yes.
Can I take a closer look at what I've like with the cave? Do I have tools? I think I have tools. Hold on. In case some shit gets weird.
Someone scrubbing a mic.
Anyone?
I did hear that,
I
but
heard it for a little bit. Yeah, it's gone now.
Wait, was it this? I was moving my headphones. A
No,
little
you're
bit.
good, girl.
It almost sounded like someone had a whole bunch of coins.
Really?
Yeah, it was like some weird.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like,
Close here.
all right, no
Wonder.
big deal. Just wanted to check. Sorry.
Just checking.
It was the piggy bank.
Oh my god.
Dang it.
His name is Frankie.
oh no, do
This
not.
is why
Nope.
you
Nope.
need
not
the
allowed
piggy
to
bank.
name it.
Nope. If you're gonna make fucking Ryland hold on to the piggy bank, he's naming it Frankie.
Oh gosh,
Thanks.
I will request you update the notes, please, Foos.
I will not.
Frankie.
I will not.
Frankie the piggy.
In this instance, would thieves
Franco Banco.
More
No.
about sort of like unlocking a door or a lock of some kind. It wouldn't help you kind of.
maybe I can chip shit?
No, I mean you're welcome to collect some rocks from the cave itself, sure, but
Can I invest in the Megate with my poisoner's kit?
nope, there's no poison around.
Damn it.
There's no poison.
Unfortunately.
Well, can I just see if there's something weird? I just want to know.
I know.
Can I see if there's
Something don't feel right.
It's strange. Unfortunately, you don't feel like you have the tools to help you out at the moment, or maybe the knowledge.
Stop ruining her dreams.
Sanctified
I know. Sorry, girl.
Is Halawe running around a lot? Is that what we're hearing? Her bell?
No,
Does she
she's
have a bell on her collar? Okay. I almost feel like
There's
that.
actually no bell sounds.
Ooh, it's that. Right, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Do you have
I like
bracelets
this
on
again.
or something like
Me?
that? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Or
Because I think it's coming
moving?
from your
this?
your mic.
Nah, her
yeah.
headphones are fine.
If I do this, is that it? That's the only thing I can think of.
A little bit.
Mm.
I think you're catching something at the right angle that it's.
Let me move the mic. Because I switched ears. Is that
I
better?
think you were catching something right at just the right angle that it was.
It might have been your hair just lightly.
I'm
brushing
sorry.
against
I think it might have been. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But
It's all good,
why would it make like bangling sounds? That's kind of weird.
Mics are weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, friends.
And sensitive.
Distracting. My bad.
No,
Okay.
cool.
Is everybody done?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. So, Valen, I would say you're able to
Da-da-da.
almost finish your circle and be ready to finish it whenever you're ready.
Okay, so he'll get up to the. He's like, all right, man, getting the whole thing done. He's doing this arcane circle thing about the runes. And just as he's about to finish, he's got the last couple. Oh shit! I forgot to talk to Karugu.
Yeah.
Takes out the sending stone. And it's like, hello. We were successful. We're bringing back a lot of stuff. So if you don't mind, we would like to visit your sanctum in about a minute. Thanks.
Tell her about the extra people.
I only got 25 words. Make it out.
Yeah. Well, at least half of them saying hello. But there's a slight pause, and then you hear a very groggy, "Oh, okay. I'm not awake yet, but see yourselves out. I'll be up soon."
That is Rylan, he says to himself. And then completes the circle with his last two things. All right, everybody in. Grab whatever you want. Get in, quick.
Okay.
Rylan's gonna grab Balin.
By the
No way,
way,
Everybody runs
I
through.
think all the coins and like weird jewelry noises we were hearing is because you're our treasure.
Well said, Maya.
Oh my
That's so sweet. Thank you, Maya.
you dork.
At one
Yeah.
point, I thought it was Yahya button mashing in the background.
No.
but
It's
at the
because
time, he
you're
wasn't.
priceless and we
It's-
love you.
You're priceless.
Um,
Takes one and no one.
No.
Adorable.
Oh my
But,
goodness. Okay. But
Oh, jeez.
as just because of your break and like not break, but you're returning to the cave to go search a little bit more, enough time has passed that the sun has started to rise. Which for the rest of the group, other than Duvessa, they have been on a nightly schedule, and you guys traveled quite a bit just to get to that cave, and then you had your fight in that cave, and you guys are feeling real tired at this point. But you're relieved to find yourselves back at the midnight scale. You're a little less relieved once you arrive, though, because you have 3 very large creatures now and a relatively small space, because she probably wasn't expecting that many people to arrive. So as you come into this new area, there's a magic circle that's down below, obviously, where you guys are standing. And some of the critters are kind of like squished up against the wall, and all of you are like, ah! Like, just kind of sardine packed into this tight little circle, and you're like, oh god. All right, well, you know what? We made it. And as you guys all sit there kind of uncomfortably for a moment, you feel a little bit of relief. And actually, the first person who responds is Rusi, who's like, that's better. As you actually start to see the walls kind of pulling back from you guys and actually giving a little more space to the room. But it seemed to have adjusted, and you can hear what seems to be a pin drop in this magic store. Kadugu is absolutely not awake yet, and was able to respond to you, but her store is not necessarily open for business yet, as it is the butt crack of dawn. But you guys are relieved to safely be out of the desert, and also be in a climate-controlled environment indoors. So, out of the extreme cold that is the desert at night, you guys finally reached the safety of the midnight scale, thankfully. And we will obviously pick up from here, because I think this is a relatively good place to stop. And I was going to say this for sort of a long rest, but I think it's just easier now because you guys will have a week to do it. But considering all your trials and tribulations, you guys have reached level 11.
Oh, shit,
congratulations.
Oh, no.
Front door.
The 2 rogues have just gotten into Super Saiyan.
So if there's anything you need to discuss with me, you could do that in between. But you guys are all level 11. If you know what you want to do, you can go ahead and roll your hit dice now for your hit points for your next level.
I told you Kambish leveled.
Whatever hit points you roll here, you just add that to your total, and don't use the hit point thing in the character mancer. So when you get to the character mancer to add your level, just put 0 there and manually add whatever you get here. All right, so you get 7 more hit points.
Tonight is the night of fucking 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah!
What the fuck? Actually, Ryland,
3
reroll.
7s.
Oh.
Ryland, reroll, because we don't get 2s.
I just got a fucking 7. That's 4 7s in a
That means
row.
you can hit your hit dice, man.
I'm gonna hit my dice. Get out of here. I got a 7.
No, do it, man.
Ooh,
Ryland,
much better.
easier.
There you go.
Much better. Ooh, that's almost max. Fuck yeah. All right.
God damn it.
Oh, I got super quiet. I was like, did I lag?
Yeah.
You're good. Just need Irene to roll.
That internal panic was so accurate.
Well, it's like my internet's doing because I'm at I just moved. Ooh.
Roll again. We don't keep 1s or 2s.
But my internet's been wonky, so every now and then my
Nice,
internet
that's
will
good.
almost reset, and the first couple times it happens, like, who's gonna kill me? Okay, let me back in. We're good.
No,
Who's
you're
gonna kill me?
you're
Oh
was-
shit.
I'm gonna hold off on my die roll because I still needed to know the options ahead of me.
Okay, it would still be sorcerer though.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
But you know that I was considering some things
Okay.
other than sorcerer.
Yeah. Okay.
Nuh-uh.
We'll roll that later. We'll talk.
We'll
I
talk.
get a third attack.
That's fine.
But congratulations, everybody. You did very, very awesome. We'll pick up with you guys at hot new level 11s. I will say you get your spell slots and everything back. Normally, again, you need a long rest for it, but at the moment, I'll just say you're physically exhausted, but magically you got most of your shit back anyway. So we'll tackle that stuff when we get back. But congratulations on level 11 and all the shit that you guys have been through. And we'll pick up next week.
Attack.
Thanks,
Yay.
guys. This was
What's
awesome.
up? Glad to see you again. Welcome back.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if I can do next week though, because I'm babysitting and have a birthday party at the same time. Be hard, damn.
It's all right. It's all right.
Sorry, friends.
We'll just say you're out exploring the city while we're taking a nap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It'll be fine. Don't
You'll
worry.
be fine, girl.
Um,